What is up, everyone? Welcome to Do Deals with Me Live. I am Max Jimenez, and I have my co-host here, Brooke.
Hello.
What's up, Brookie? How you doing today?
Ooh, it's already been.
Welcome, everyone. We're gonna let a few people pile on here. We have an interesting day today. Amazing day. Yesterday was crazy. We're gonna get into all that, but I want to welcome those that are watching through Facebook, YouTube, my channel, Cody's channel. And we're also streaming through X, which was previously Twitter.
Oh, right. Yes.
Yep. So Daniel's saying Brooks' mic's not working. So let's see. How about now? Talk.
Hello.
It's showing on there. Yeah.
Hi.
Yeah, I think. How about now?
I think so. Let's see.
Cool.
Do I need to
Cool.
get really close to it?
Yeah, it's better. All right, awesome. So if I'm too loud, let me know. Again, guys, welcome. Exciting day today. Listen, if you're hopping on, share this stream with one person. That's all we ask, right? We don't charge for this. We don't have, a sign up link. You don't got to go through all these secret hoops and loops. Like this is live on YouTube. So the cost for this is for you to share this with somebody, share with one person, share with your team, share with, individuals that you believe will benefit from what we're going to do today. Extremely excited. We're going to start our morning going through not only our recon sheet, but we're going to be looking at our scorecard. That's why I want to let a few people jump on here as we start to get going and get our morning going. So, and we're going to be setting up something really interesting today. We're going to try to get the sellers to come through a little bit better. We're hoping it works. It should work. We tested it before, but we'll see what happens. So, yeah. So, Brooke, we got a few people. We got 22 people on here. Let us know where you're watching from. What market are you in? Your name. If you have a different name on the handle, your YouTube name is different than your personal name. Drop your name and then where you're actually streaming from, where you're watching this live. So that way, we can, give you a holler. So we got Abraham. What's up, Abraham? How you doing, brother? Danny Vids, you know that guy, right?
Yeah. He's got a great voice.
Yeah, we got Gilbert. Appreciate Gilbert. Cindy's in the house. Thank you for joining us, Cindy. And then we got Edwin out of Odessa, Texas. Man, we got Texas. We got a few of you. I know RP has been on here for a while, so thank you for waiting. Gilbert said watching from Colorado Springs. Let's go. Deshaun live from Georgia. Cool. Awesome. I know more of you are going to start to jump in. We got a few of you from Florida. We got a few of you from Texas, Arizona. Exciting stuff today. Like I said, we're going to launch and we're going to start off, basically showing you, talking about the previous day. We're going to go into the recon sheet. What was our goals? Did we hit our goals? We're going to look at the scorecard. And then what we're going to do is talk about expectations for the day. And then we're going to get into what everybody's tuning in for, which is what, Brooke? Deals. Yeah, calls, right? Facebook user, I don't know who that is. Just says watching. That's kind of creepy. I think that's my buddy Ricardo, I believe. He always comes out as Facebook user. I don't know why. Watching, and he's got the eyes. Yeah, Facebook is watching, so... Yeah, I think that might be my friend Ricardo, if I'm not correct. So cool. Brooke, what are you excited about today?
For us to get deeper into the process, and most importantly, to have more conversations, more calls, so we can show everybody really how this should go.
Nice.
Just keeping on.
Yeah,
on a full day of a lot of activity.
Yeah, no, me too. That's great. That's a good way to start. It's a great way. Great mentality, great mindset, guys. We got 25 people in here. Yesterday we had about 60. Let's push this. Let's get this going. Share this with one person. That's all we ask. Again, we don't charge it. I said earlier, we don't charge. We don't make you jump through hoops and loops and get this thing like going. Let's get it going. Let's get it out to the masses. Again, we don't charge. We don't make you don't got to register. It's here on YouTube, but let's get it out to the masses. That is our charge. Go ahead.
Is for us to be able to show, I don't know. I just hear so often from the people that are around that people don't make phone calls.
Exactly.
And they are.
It's all theory. Yeah.
they're not wanting to get on the phone calls, or they're wanting to, but they're not feeling comfortable enough. So this whole process is really to be able to make it so it's not as scary. And if you just have conversations with people, you'll mess it up as you go along. That's okay. That's how you get better at it.
Exactly.
But just having the confidence to see, okay, so this is how it's done. And now you can see it being done. And I think that's one of the main things that people say is, well, I want to hear what calls are like. I want to hear how people talk to people. I want to know what the conversations are like. Well, this is it. So this is the point to get it out to people so they can start doing it themselves.
And, one thing, too, is that that's a great point. And this is where you should be active in the chats. This is where you should be actively, commenting, asking questions. And look, there were some few people in the chats yesterday that were kind of, sour a little bit about, I didn't get my answer quite. Look, I get it. We're calling people. We're trying to watch the chat. We're trying to, get things through. Make sure you understand if we didn't answer your question the first time, put it in the chat again. Listen, if you're too fearful and us not answering your questions in the chat, wait till you start talking to sellers. Right? Somebody says your mic is still low. I already turned it up. So go ahead and bring that mic closer.
Okay.
Yeah. So hopefully you guys can hear her better. So I'll hug it. I appreciate it. Drop some fire emojis if you're ready to get started. Enough introduction. Drop some fire emojis, some thumbs up, and let me know in the chat if you shared this stream already. I love to hear that because it's something that pumps us up. It's something that gets us going. When we see you guys actively in the chat, when we see you guys dropping those emojis, commenting, it keeps us going. So let's see, it says, or an email sent to the deals with me. So I know that my deal got submitted because I keep getting error message. So you're going to have to reach out to support, Nancy. Yeah, that's something that it's not something that we can fix right now on the live. We're going to look to see who submitted opportunities to us yesterday. So we're going to start that with first. So let's get going. So I want to start off in sharing the recon sheet for our previous day, because I think that's really important. And you're going to get to see live here what most gurus don't even know or do or even talk about, right? So let's go ahead and get into the recon sheet here. Let me share my screen. So Gene said, good morning, looking for the link for the recon sheet. Guys, you got to be patient, okay? Be very patient. We have a lot going on here, so you will get it. I promise. I promise you will. As a matter of fact, what I'm going to do is at the end of the show, I'm going to put it in the section with the notes. I'll do that for you guys just because, man, you're putting pressure on me. All right, let's see. You can handle it. All right, here we go. So this is the recon sheet. This is something that we use every single day. And I'm going to see if you guys, let me know, put a thumbs up if you can see it. I can see that you can see it from my side, but if you can't, let me know because, now you can't. Let me see. There we go. So this is the recon sheet. So I'm going to go through it really quick. So I spoke about this yesterday. I talked a little bit about this yesterday. What is this? What do we do? Right. So this recon sheet, what I'm showing you today is from the previous day. Okay. These were the results from the previous day. So it looks like everybody's is giving me thumbs up. So that means you can see it. I appreciate that. So we're going to start off by rating yesterday's evaluation. Brooke and I sat down this morning and went back and forth a little bit on this. So how do we rate our day yesterday? So for being the first day, it wasn't bad. I think so too. It was really good. You know what I mean? First day, you and I working together in this type of setting, right? I know that, obviously I've been coaching you a lot and you've been, working alongside of me, but this is a little different, right? For sure. This is like both of us taking action. We're both roaring the boat here. So we rated our previous day an 8. We had great conversations that went through the whole sales, but the contract wasn't signed. So it wasn't a 10. Right? Let's be realistic here. It wasn't a 10. We could have done a better job, right? But again, this is why we're analyzing. This is why we're looking at this and saying, hey, our previous day, we felt like it was a 10. We didn't crush it. If we would have gotten the contract signed, I would have considered a 10, crushed it.
Interesting. I'm a little harder on myself.
Yeah, go ahead.
So I want to make sure I'm hitting all the goals, right? So not only just a contract sign, like, yes, of course, that's the ultimate goal in the end, but I want to make sure that I'm hitting all the parts that I possibly
Sure.
can. So the conversations,
Yeah, I mean,
appointments,
so I used to have that mindset too. Like, hey, I don't ever want to give myself a 10 because I feel like I can always improve. And then I heard a podcast with Jocko Willink and Dr. What's his name, Andrew Huberman. So they were talking about that, and they were asking that Dr. Huberman asked Jocko that question was like, hey, what do you think about and I think it was more on the parenting side, but also on the team side, because Jocko's an ex-Navy SEAL, right? And if you guys don't know, you can look him up. So he says, look, it has to be a balance, right? Like if your kid just won, a wrestling match and he comes up and like, he tries to give you a high five, or let's say even he lost, but he did his best. Yeah. And he tries and he says, Dad, I did what I could. Like, you're not going to say, look, you sucked. Like, we got to go back to the gym.
If you take it to the point of a parent situation, you're right. I see your point.
Yeah. So what that means is that we can still high five ourselves, but understanding what you have, that you just said it, high five ourselves with the understanding that we can always get better. But it's always good to, because we're our worst critic, right? At the end of the day. So we have to be also our best cheerleader. And now here's where it gets real, right? Did you hit your targets? Explain how, if yes or no. No, we didn't get the contract signed, right? We hit the other targets, and I'm going to show you the scorecard right now, but we didn't get the contract signed. So we're not going to lie to ourselves and say we did. We didn't. So basically, we didn't get the contract signed. That was one of the things. What were some of the lessons learned? Gain experiences. Even though it wasn't signed, the contract, we learned how to negotiate, and we need to slow it down for the seller, right? I think in that specific scenario from yesterday, right, is sometimes when it's too fast or too easy, it's too good.
Yep.
Right. So any feedback on that? I know.
Yeah, I agree. I think with the one call closes, I don't know, there's a little bit more, in my experience anyways, there's a little bit more of a possibility of a challenge of it not getting completed, right? So if we have some opportunity and they're actually thinking about it, doesn't mean that it can't happen and can't get the one call closes. We reach an agreement and they're ready to go, then that should work well. But at the same time, it still be cautious of it, I guess, right? So slowing things down a little bit, I think, is good. I'm wondering if, like, is there something more we say? So great. I think if we said something like, so if I send this over today, then that means we're in agreement. You're ready to sign today.
It's the post sale. So one thing that I didn't do, one thing that I should have done better, right? And we're always talking about getting better, is, doing a post sale after, yes, they said yes to get signing the agreement, yes to do a deal with us, is that post sale of, hey, okay, so if I send it, it's going to sign. There's nothing else that we need to talk about. So there's always that aspect of it that helps to make sure you solidify the offer. So yeah, for sure. But this, again, we learned from that. We're going to move on from that, and we're going to get better. So I'm going to have Brooke go through these IMs. So Brooke, you want to start off today's affirmations?
Sure. Okay. I am winning because we stick to the process. So as long as we keep that mindset. So this is the idea of what we're doing now and what we're expecting for the future, right? I am the best at what I do because I believe in it. And I think that's a huge piece right there. I liked how you put that one together. I am deal seeking missile, looking for my next opportunity.
Let's go. How many deal seeking missiles do we have here in the chat? Come on, drop some fire emojis. Let's turn up the chat. This is like getting crazy, right? So you like that one, huh, Brooke?
Yeah, that was good. Deal seeking missile, looking.
Here you go. I'll fix it for you. There you go. I am a deal-seeking missile looking for my next opportunity.
There we go. Okay, excellent.
Cool. And those guys, like when you do your IM statements, don't complicate them. Don't overthink them too much. Just go with what you believe that you can put on there. They're for you. They're not for anybody else. We're here showing you these, but again, when you're doing your IM statements, like they're supposed to pump you up. They're supposed to make you laugh. They're supposed to create that energy to push you for your morning or day or whatever that is, right? Got to make sure that you that you understand that they're not for anybody else but yourself. But do them, like do those IM statements, so that way you have something to start with. Now, I'm gonna say this because I even though as much as I love IM statements and I love motivation and I love talking about how I am this and I am that. We also have to take action, right? And that's why we have our behavior plan, right? Today's behavior plan, and we have today's target. Because most people get up, like you can get up all day and say how great I am and how many deals I'm going to get, but you have no action plan behind it. Like, and you go back and lay down on the couch, like,
yeah. You're not really I am.
You're not really I am. Exactly. Luis said most people don't want to be part of the process. They just want to be part of the outcome. But the process is where you figure out who's worth being part of the outcome. Exactly. This is part of the process. This is the boring stuff. This is the stuff that, but guess what? Just like in sports, right? Tom Brady wouldn't be Tom Brady without the boring stuff, right? Michael Jordan would be Michael Jordan. I mean, all these guys that we look at that are great, right? Kobe Bryant, like they wouldn't be these individuals without doing the boring stuff and the fundamentals and all that. And this is what this is right here. Now, going back to the recon sheet. Now, what's today's action plan? What is the action plan? What is the what? Helping the homeowners with a solution, right? That is what we're going to be focusing on. How are we going to do in that? By giving them an offer that works for their needs. I love that you put that there. And who is this for? Sellers, right? That's who basically our action plan is for, right? And this action plan can be intertwined. It could be for you. It could be, you setting up your own expectations, your own action plan for you to say, okay, today I'm going to focus on this. This is what I'm going to do. This is how I'm going to do it. Because of me, I believe in the process and all that stuff, right? So you could switch that up. So this is the great thing about it. And then standards. What are non-negotiable for us? You want to talk about? You want to break those out?
So follow the script and the process. So just getting really good at the mundane, honestly. But then when you get kind of like you were talking about with the greats, right? Mm-hmm. But follow the script and the process. So as long as we are doing that and we're keeping that steady, then we're going to be able to get even better at the nuances and having better conversations with people.
Absolutely. I love that. Awesome. All right. Now, today's targets. So a little different here. Today's targets. We have our scorecard. So we have our goal set that we want to hit. But I don't think that's enough. Sometimes you got to be able to challenge yourself beyond what your goal is, just so it mentally kind of puts you in a different mindset, in a different position, right? Because here's the thing. If I say, hey, today I want you to go a mile, you're going to be like, okay, perfect. You might go 3/4 of a mile or potentially 7/8 of a mile, which is a little bit more than 3/4. And you're gonna feel like you did really well, right? You didn't hit the mile, but look, I was pretty close. Yeah. So if I want you to hit a mile, what I want to do is I want to put 1.5 miles or 2 miles. Right. Or whatever the case is. That's just an example. But this is the part with today's target. They're going to be different from our actual goals that we want to hit that maintains the productivity. But we also want to make sure that we are challenging ourselves consistently, right? We don't want to just focus on the bare minimum, which helps with productivity. We want to go far and beyond, right? The goals that we have on our scorecard are just set to keep us in line so we don't fall off the tracks, but we want to be able to go 100, 200 miles an hour on those tracks and go further. So as you can see here, our goals today, what they're going to be for is, what's our plan today? So we want to contact 6 people. That's hello, right? We want 6 pickups. We want to have 5 conversations. So that's a big goal, man. She's putting a lot of pressure on me over here. And then out of those 5 conversations, we want to create 3 hot prospects. And when we talked about yesterday, I don't care if you're doing PPC, mailers, cold calling, whatever it is, those are opportunities, right? We want to turn those into potential prospects. So our goal is to get 3 of those today. And then desired outcome, why not? Let's get 3 contracts. Why can't we get 3 contracts, right? And we want to book 3 appointments, which means follow-ups for the future. So that's today's targets where we're challenging ourselves on. This is what we want to challenge ourselves on. This is what we want to push for. But that's it. That's the recon sheet. This is how you prepare yourself every morning when it comes to setting the intention and setting the tone for the day. I mean, you've been doing these every single day since pretty much I started here, right? Right. When I introduced it. Can you share like 1 or 2 things as far as like how it's changed, your not just your mindset, but like your outcomes for the day?
yeah, just having the specific goals of what we're wanting to do, having them coming in with a little bit more than just doing the work, but having a very more focus on what is to be expected, what I'm expecting of myself.
Yep. Okay. No, I love that. And that's mostly the feedback that a lot of people get or give me when it comes to that recon sheet. So awesome. Good stuff, guys. Guys and gals, if you found that valuable, that recon sheet, I know, again, I'm gonna provide it to you guys. Drop some thumbs up, some fire emojis. Come on, let's melt this chat. Let's get it going. I'm gonna show you next the scorecard that we filled out from numbers, so you can have an idea of what we actually did. So let's see here. All right, perfect. Make it bigger just a little bit. Okay, here we go. All right, here we go.
So where are we calling off of first?
I want to look to see can you pull up to see if we had any leads? Why I go through the scorecard for, please? Okay. So again, the weekly goals are in green. Those are the weekly goals. And then the yellow obviously is the actuals, right? And you can see over here where it says week 1 total right here. This week 1 total is what it's going to match. It's got to match with what our weekly goals are, right? So right now we have a lot of stuff in red because we just started filling it out, and it'll start changing colors. As you can see, our goal for the week on hot prospects is 5, but as you can see, we actually put in the Christine yesterday, which was one of that we agreed to, and then we pitched a seller finance potential deal. So we generated 2 of those because we put her on a follow up. I just wanted to show you that it's color coordinated for whenever you're hitting your goals, it's going to turn green. And so again, we're right now. So yesterday we had 40 dials. Let me see here. This is still not. Make it a little bit bigger. There we go. So yesterday we had 40 dials. That was the total leads that we called. We had, out of the 40 dials, we had 4 conversations, right? We had Scary Gary. We had the lady with the condo that was going to list on the market. We had Christine. And then there was one more. I'm trying to remember.
Your brain is very good for memory.
There was one more. I'm trying to recall here. And then basically we had 1 hour of talk time yesterday, which was great. Yeah. So total talk time was 1 hour.
We can definitely do more than that.
Yeah, we can definitely turn that. We want to turn that up. So remember this. With the talk time, the thing we're looking for is everyone that says hello and picks up the phone. That's where your talk time starts, regardless of the outcome, because you're actually talking to somebody. So it's not very specific just to potential deals that that you're going to work on or anything like that. So I said earlier, we got 2 hot prospects. We only booked 1 call back, and we had 0 appointments completed because we didn't have any.
Right.
Yeah. So that's why that's 0. We did make 2 offers, right? We made the offer to Christine on that mobile home, and then we did a offer on a creative deal. Yeah. So, and then we send out 1 contract. Obviously, that contract didn't get signed. So we have 0. I'm sorry.
Crickets.
Yeah. Well, not yet. I you know what? I have a feeling that she's going to end up signing today. As a matter of fact, our first call is going to be to her.
Okay.
Yeah. So our first call is going to be to her to see where she's at. And so basically, that's it. So that's our scorecard. Real numbers here, guys. These are not your Instagram numbers. These are not your these are not your Instagram numbers. These are not your guru's numbers. These are real numbers in real life of what's happening. We're looking to either double those numbers today, or maybe even triple them. So we'll see.
About to send y'all a deal.
Let's go. See, there's the link right there. Make sure that you are, you are sending us sending it to sendusthedeals.com. I did have a banner in place, I believe, but it's not working for some reason. But make sure that you send us the deal. Send it over to sendusthedeals.com. You can see it in the ticker. Brooke right now is looking to see who submitted the deals yesterday. And so, yeah, sendusthedeals.com. Go there and submit it. So, All right. So now we went through the recon sheet. We basically went through the scorecard. We got our mindset ready. We got, the things that we needed to get done and also the things that we needed to make sure that, we're focusing on today. The last thing we want to do in this morning huddle, Brooke, is let me ask you this. What are your expectations for the day today?
For more calls, more conversations, more deals, more everything.
Say that again.
More everything. More deals.
Be more
calls,
specific.
More conversations.
Okay, got it. Got it. More deals, more calls, more conversations. Yes. I love that. Mm-hmm. My expectation for the day today is to have, I was going to say the same thing, like more conversations, right? That are going to lead to contracts. Right. So that's my expectation and my expectation is that people are going to answer today. So that's a big one. Yep.
Okay. My expectation is people are going to see some extra fire today.
Yeah. I mean, hopefully they could see like objections that we're overcoming, and stuff like that. So, all right. Do we have anybody, nobody submitted anything?
Well, not that it's coming through here, right? That's what I'm trying to.
Is it go to JV really quick?
I don't have that.
I
don't have that here.
That's interesting. Let me say something. All right, so we're pulling up the leads and we're pulling up the info. Let's see.
But JV would be deals.
Yes.
Not leads.
Okay, let me look. So there's nothing in the all opportunities under the filter. So what I had to do, because I had to add everything that's send us the leads. I had to check all that.
I did do that as well.
There's one.
I did do deals with me and
do deals with me leads, right? And there's send us.
Do deals with me deals.
Yep. There's land. No, select all of them. You have to select all of them.
Oh, and then.
Yeah. Yep, select all of them. So.
And you want to send us the deals as well?
No, I just want to make sure that we need to see. I just want to make sure that we're not missing anything. So Nancy looks like she submitted one. Is there anything with Nancy? Oh no, she said it didn't go through. So it says, okay, then I need to submit my deal again today. Thank you for letting me know. It didn't go through. No, it did not go through, Nancy. So if you can, please submit it. That'll be awesome. So, okay. I'm going to connect to this thing. We're going to see if this works. Let's see. Okay, here we go. Okay, hear myself.
So the last message we had sent to Christine yesterday, our offer out, our contract out to be signed was, so these are some of the things that you do that helps us to get them to communicate back, right? Is, and I like how you say this a lot, is whatever the situation is, but what the response to her was, we are getting close to the end of the day. We want to permanently set the funds aside for your property.
Yep.
Please let us know what we should do.
Correct. Okay. Speaking to your mic real quick.
Hello, hello, hello.
Hello, hello, hello.
Testing.
It's interesting.
Let's see, what beautiful thing can I say? I'm not really a poet. More than a voice.
Right.
It won't hurt you.
All right, let's take a look here because we're basically all hooked up. I'm not sure why your mic is very low. Speak again.
Okay, I'm talking about things that let's see. You're getting your leads how again?
Hello.
So on the bottom of the ticker thing, right? It says send us the deals.com or send us so send us the deals.com.
It works.
Where you will go.
I can hear you.
To send deals. So that was for reless ions.
Okay, cool. All right, here we go. For some reason, I'm getting some static.
To answer a question.
Yeah, you're good. All right, here we go. Let me connect to this thing here. We're going to go Bluetooth.
So I think the question that you have here was, someone says that is better.
That's better. Yeah. Okay, cool.
Was how we're getting our leads again. So these are all PPC leads.
Go ahead.
And that means that we're, they're coming to us saying that they want to sell their property. They're raising their hand, as Forrest often says.
Yeah, they are. They are raising their hand, right? They want us to come in and make them an offer. Like they've actually filled out a form saying, Max, call me. Right.
Yes.
So, yep. All right. Let me connect to this roadcaster really quick. All right, here we go. I'm going to do a test call just to see where we're at here. I'm going to call Daniel.
Okay.
I'm going to do a quick test call, guys.
Hey, that sounds good.
Hello.
Hello, this is Max. You submitted a form to sell your house?
No, I think you have the wrong number, sir.
Oh, I do. Okay. My apologize. All right. So it worked. All right. Later.
What's up, everybody?
What's that?
All right. Put a thumbs up if you guys heard that. Let's go. We're
I
live.
think it needs to be a little louder.
A little
Can we make it
louder?
louder for
Okay.
him
Yeah, we can make it a little louder.
or for our callers.
Yeah.
I mean, our sellers.
All right. Here we go. Let's call Christine first. Kraus.
Okay.
That's really weird. All good. Let's go. All good in the neighborhood. Thanks, Ron. I appreciate it.
And I think that our GNRTC sent the updated purchase agreement to her already.
Okay, cool. Perfect. What was her? Her last name started with the K, right? Oh, there
Yeah.
she is. Okay.
Oh, she might
Here we go.
enter as okay.
Yeah, let's go.
Can you make that a little louder at all?
Mm-hmm. All right, no answer. We're gonna double tap. Not letting you go, Christine. No.
She just likes to be the winner.
Yeah, I think that's why yesterday she was like, she hung up. All right, so no, Christine. We'll give her a try. We'll give her a try later. We'll send her a text really quick. I think we already sent her one, right, Brooke, yesterday about the funds and everything. Like the funds have been set aside.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right.
And we want to permanently set them aside. So let us know what to do.
Okay, let's see. All right. So let's see who was next on our list, by the way. So we don't have anything inside of investor fuse to that people submitted at all that you saw.
No.
Okay. We'll have to look to see what is happening with that because we want to make sure that people get a chance to submit their deals or submit their leads for us to call here on the live. I just want to make sure that, people are getting the opportunity for us to call those. So where were we on the list here? Do you remember?
I'm so sorry. We
Go
do. We do.
Oh, we do? Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Okay. So the way it comes in, you have to call. Let's see.
All right. Who submitted the lead?
So Eric Fuentes.
Okay, let's see.
This is San Jose.
It's an apartment.
Yeah, it's like a condo apartment. Is what it says.
Okay. Let's see here. And this is a lead. It's not under contract.
Well, let's send us the leads.
Okay, let me look here. Okay, it says the property is not under contract. Okay, perfect. Let's see. Perfect. So let's give this person a call. I don't see the seller's name.
Nancy Dunn looks like. Oh, that's a JV name. Oh wait, so it did it. Oh, maybe it got corrected. So this may be Nancy's. Nancy.
Where's she at?
Yep. Okay, that's all right. Okay, so the number that you have up there at the top,
That's the
should be
seller's?
the seller.
Okay. And on the notes, it says Nancy.
Yes.
All right.
So under
Nancy, we
JV
have your
notes.
lead. What's that?
So under JV, so go at the top. No, this is very different. Okay, right there. So
Okay, got it. All right, perfect. So let's call Erica and
Yeah.
see if she picks up.
excellent. They changed it. All right. We're
Finally.
winning here.
I know. Erica Fuentes, there she is.
Oh, it's this is up for auction.
Good. Well, good for us.
Yeah. Though, when it says that auction, I've been taught that that's not something we actually call on.
Did she call the lead in the notes?
Voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not.
All right, no answer. We're going to double tap. One thing, great point on that, Brooke. Guys, remember, if you didn't make contact with the seller, which it looks like Nancy did, I'm looking at the notes right now. So seller wants to go to nursing school, what she said on the phone, and doesn't want time to do light repairs.
Yeah.
After talking to her for a bit, she has a forbearance on her mortgage, and her action got reset to February 14, 2024. Okay, so let's double tap and call her back. So she did make contact with her.
Mhm.
Perfect. This is a perfect example of what we're looking for.
Take 400. And Nancy thinks
Voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up.
record.
Hello, Erica. This is Max. I was calling about Florence Avenue because click. All right. Left voicemail. Okay, perfect. All right. Any other lead in
Okay,
there?
hang on. Let me get to the next one. Okay.
We called the lead and we're going to say couldn't reach the seller. That was called temp number 1, right? Or number 2?
So you're going to put it on a follow-up sequence. So call temp number 2, put it on follow-up sequence. That one right there.
Perfect.
Hit can't reach lead, and then set it.
Boom.
Sweet. Okay.
Cool.
So
All right.
another one is for Mitchell. So are you just going to go in order?
Yeah.
Do you
I just
have
want to go in order. So I just want to let this update. All right. So who's next?
Huntsville, Alabama. So Mitchell.
Mitchell. Let's see. Okay.
Has multiple properties and wants to get rid of this one since it's vacant.
All right. Who submitted this one?
And this one is from
Elroy. Elroy, this is your lead. If you're on this live, we're gonna call your lead right now. Richard said on the sheets that the sellers complete and mail you back, do you ask them what is the best time to call? Could that help? You could, yeah, that would be really great. If you could schedule an appointment in that time, right? Like say, hey, my partner Max is going to give you a call here. You know what I mean? Within these time frames. So between 10 and 2 p.m. Arizona time, just make sure that you're matching the time zone. So that way you can set up that appointment and then we can call them back at that time. That would be really awesome and very helpful. So I appreciate that for asking that. So, all right. So let's call Mitchell and see if he picks up. So let's see. All right, let's see. There he is. Here we go. All right, here we go.
Hello.
Hello, Mitchell.
Yeah.
Hey, Mitchell, my name is Max. I was calling you because you had spoken to one of my partners or team members about the property over at Dell Road. So you might be considering selling that one.
Right.
Okay, perfect. Yeah. So, like I said, I got the information and I have a few notes here. Obviously, the notes don't always tell the whole story. And what I wanted to do is just ask you a few questions, follow through questions to see if we can, potentially qualify the property, for an offer. Is that fair?
That's fine.
Okay. Probably caught you at a bad time.
No, I'm working. I'm trying to fix a plumbing leak.
Okay. Well, do you have like at least 10 minutes to talk on the phone or?
No, I need to. If you don't do that, you need to call me tonight. Around 8 o'clock or between 8 and 8:30, something like that.
Okay, yeah, because the last thing I want to do, rush this process, and obviously, because we don't know if we're, we don't buy every property from when we talk to. We just want to try to see if we're a good fit for you, and if it's a good fit for us. And I just want to make sure that it's done, it's done right and not in a rush. Is that okay? I'll call you later then.
That'll be fine.
Okay. What I'm gonna do is I'll put it on the calendar to give you a call back. Anything you can think of that could stop us from speaking at that time today?
Don't know of nothing right now. Life's pretty hectic sometimes, so
Yeah, I mean, we definitely can. We can't plan for the unexpected, right? So we have to make sure that we, at least try our best.
Right.
All right, Mitchell, I appreciate it.
Okay.
Talk to you soon. Bye. Cool.
Did you set a time? I didn't.
8 o'clock, you said.
Okay.
Yeah,
got it.
8 o'clock. All right. So a couple of things there. So that was a great call because, sometimes you have to be aware of what's happening. Like you could hear it in his voice, right? You can hear the tone is kind of, he's in the middle of a situation. A lot of times I don't like to ask, probably caught you at a bad time, because if you picked up the phone, let's have that conversation with them. Like, don't even ask that, right? Is it a good time to talk or anything? But there's just a slight, doing these calls for so long, right? Tens of thousands of phone calls. I pick up on little things that I hear. And so when he's being very vague, right? Like on his answers, very short, we got to call that out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because we can't continue the call in a rush matter, because we're not going to get what we're looking for. And then potentially it's going to be, it's going to be a call that goes bad when it comes to talking to the seller. So hopefully you guys picked up on that that are watching, because again, it's very important that you understand that you don't rush a call, that you don't push through a call, that you don't try to force a deal or try to make a deal happen. You have to make sure that you pick up on little things when prospects are not in a position to speak. So we'll call him back later once he's available. So anyone else?
Yes. Okay. I was just going to make the note on that, but
yeah, let's make the note before we move
hang
on.
on.
We're not in a rush.
Okay. So basically you're saying don't ignore cues you get.
Exactly. Yeah. You gotta be here for cues, here for things that I'm asking him certain questions. And even though he's answering very vague, right? Like he's answering very, very, very vague.
So in this system, what I'm doing is actually setting an appointment.
Yep.
So this will come into my calendar, but it also, since we have his email, will send him a notification that we're going to call at that time that he said.
Correct.
So he said 8 o'clock. Shoot, I think I did that wrong.
Yeah. So our system will send him a confirmation of the appointment. So.
So I need to switch that, but okay. We'll just go to what I'd like to do.
Ron says strong work. Yeah, let's go, Ron. All right.
Okay, go into the next.
Which one is the next one?
Looks like Craig. I'm trying to get to the date.
Craig.
Okay, Craig.
Let's see. My man Craig. Is that Starksville?
Yes.
All right.
So that's MS is Missouri. Correct?
Missouri. No.
Yeah. No, you're right.
Mississippi.
No, that's MI.
Is it? Come on. Did you graduate from college?
Time.
Yeah, Mississippi. I'm right.
Okay.
I'm right. Precious, this is your lead. So we're gonna call your lead.
Yes.
Let me take a look at a little bit of the notes. Okay.
Has financial hardships and looking to sell the houses. 5.
Cool. All right, let's see.
I've been renting.
So let's give Greg a call. Mr. Craig. All right, so let's see here. Craig Reader, there we go.
Voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not available.
Let's call again. Okay.
Voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up.
Hello, Craig. It's Max. I was calling you about Crawford Road because. All right, left voice. All right, cool. I'm gonna move that to contact or try to call. Could not reach. Next step is sequence. Right. Place on follow-up sequence. And I can't reach. Let's go. We're gonna be on fire today. All right, let's see.
I'm just checking to see where this location is at.
He could have been in front of his customer. Oh, I'm not sure what that means. Oh, are you talking about
a great area?
What's that?
I'm not sure if this is a great area to do.
What's the population?
24,000.
Oh yeah, that's tough. I mean, anything under 500,000 is really tough, guys, on deals. So that's another nugget too. You want to share that with people?
Yeah, we kind of have. We talked about this a little bit yesterday. That if you are where the locations, what states not go with, and then areas where we'd want to call. So you say under 500,000. We've had some success with about 100,000.
Depending which one it is, but typically,
yeah, or within at least 30 minutes to 45 minutes
from a major market.
Major market, and I'm not seeing that here.
Yeah. Facebook user said, can you show how you comp? We can't because we don't want YouTube to take it down. We've had issues where if we show the property and we show addresses and all this stuff, even though we don't show you the seller's address, YouTube actually will look at that and will take it down if we're showing that information. I don't know why. Don't ask me how come, but that's happened before. So, yeah. All right. But you know what we can do is Brooke can definitely be play-by-play on this. So, you know, if you know, she can show you.
To help you comp.
Yeah, to help comp. Okay. So, yep. All right. Who's next?
So I think that is
that was all of them?
Of the new ones. Yeah.
All right, cool.
Let's go back to our spreadsheet.
All right, everyone. So there you go. We called the 3 leads that were submitted. We'll try to call them a little bit later, the ones that didn't answer. We have 1 appointment set up already, which is great. You know, already we're starting on a positive note. We got an appointment set up and, you know, we had 2 no answers, which we'll try to call them a little bit later. But if you want us to call your leads live that you see on the ticker there, send us the deals.com, make sure again that you've spoken with them, make sure that you have some type of, you don't necessarily have to have this huge rapport, but at least a contact and that you've called them already before previously. So just like those 3 leads, they had really great notes, by the way. I don't know if you noticed that.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, me too.
We got people that are active. These are actually people wanting to do something here.
Yeah. Precious, that's a great question. So does the population factor on if it's in a popular college town?
I mean, I don't know.
It's tricky, Precious. You know, it's a great question. It could based on type of property. So if you have a duplex, potentially, right? Because you can rent it out. That would be a great, you know, in a popular college town. But if you're looking at something like a 1-bedroom, 1-bath, that could be tough. I mean, I don't know, right? Like it just depends location and type of property.
Yeah. I think for the rental game, that's definitely probably good.
Yep, exactly. All right, so we're going back to our spreadsheet then?
Yes.
All right, cool. So who do we leave off of with?
So I think the next one that we have is Sarah.
Sarah, okay, from Nevada.
Did we call that? I don't think that we called that one. I tried to stop right where we were. Okay.
No, I don't think we called that one. All right, let's call Sarah.
And this is in Iowa.
That's crazy. I thought it was Nevada.
The city is Nevada. Okay. I'm gullible.
Let's call her.
Oh gosh. Lots of people in this.
Please leave your message for 515.
All right, let's go to the next one. Lindsay?
Des Moines, Iowa. Yeah.
Why can't I? What the heck's happening here? Perfect.
Des Moines. I said Des Moines.
Des Moines, Iowa. Never heard of that. Are you hearing that rattling noise, or is it just me with this? It's probably just me, huh?
I don't hear rattling noise.
Okay, perfect. I just want to make sure it was me here. Hello, Lindsay? Hello? Hello, can you hear me?
Hello?
Hello, Lindsay?
Yes.
Oh, hi, Lindsay. My name is Max. I'm actually calling you because you had filled out a form on our website about selling that property over at Ovid Avenue.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Well, I appreciate that. I actually was calling you because we did get the form and we got the information. You know, obviously the form and, and the information we received don't always tell the whole story. What I wanted to do is just follow through and see if we can qualify the property for an offer. Is that fair?
Yeah, absolutely. Are you able to call back a little bit later, like around like 3:30? I'm actually on the phone with someone else. I put them on hold right now.
Okay, someone else trying to buy the property, or?
No, nope. It's I'm actually on the phone with DHS right now. So
Oh, got it. I got it. Okay, so let me look at my calendar. You said 3:00?
3:30 preferably, if that's okay. I just have a couple appointments here, upcoming
Yeah.
appointments soon. So 3 or 3:30 is probably fine. Either one I should be probably available for. So
Perfect. I just put it for 3:30. Is there anything you can think of that would stop us from speaking at 3:30 today? Because I put it on my calendar. You know, I want to make sure of that.
yeah, nope, I don't believe so.
Okay, perfect. So I have you down, Lindsay, for 3:30, and we'll talk then. Thank you.
Okay, all right, thank you.
Call that out. You're talking to somebody else trying to buy the property.
I know, right? That was good. Slide it in.
All right, follow up.
So then Iowa,
Interested.
where are we? What's their time zone? Mountain time?
Yes. Yeah. And someone said, don't say the S in Des Moines.
I know. I made fun of myself. Okay. Oh, they're maybe talking to you.
Whatever.
Uh,
Sorry, Mike.
oh gosh, that's hilarious.
Okay, so Kathy is next. We got
All right.
so what time zone is it?
So
In Des Moines? Des Moines? It's Central Standard Time.
okay, so an
Yeah.
hour ahead of us.
Precious said that was great. Seek out the competition. Yeah, we got to know what's going on over there.
Okay, so we're doing that at 2:30.
All right. Whenever you're ready, Brooke, let's call.
I'm just setting that appointment or
Sure.
a reminder. Okay, so I put it on our note there for 3:30.
Okay.
Actually, I'll put it for 2:30 so we know it's time.
Okay, perfect.
Okay, so I'm going to make a little bit of a note on that. Okay, so Kathy. So this is, let's just double check the area here. For
Yeah, let's pull it up just to see where this is at.
Okay, Indiana. Okay, small town. Let me just double check how close it is to a bigger city.
What's the we can still call her. Let's find out what's going on.
Okay, so it's by Indianapolis.
No, here we go. I don't know why it's not dialing now. Oh, there we go.
To an automatic voice message system.
It's only 30 minutes from Indianapolis, so we're
Cool.
we're in the money. Okay.
To an automatic voice message system. Kathy Robinson is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Hello, Kathy. It's Max. I was calling about Ivy Lane because. All right, for those of you that didn't join us yesterday, you might be wondering why I'm leaving the message like that. So we call that the cliffhanger voicemail. Typically, I'm not a big believer in leaving a very detailed message of why you're calling, and the reason why is because they're going to have all the intel that they need, and they are going to decide when they're going to call you, right? So when you leave this very detailed voicemail, like, hey, it's Max from Sell Quick for Cash, we buy 30 homes and we're looking to buy yours and we're looking to pay cash and we're looking to buy as this, like, what else do they need from you to call you? They don't, right? You put the ball in their court. Compared to this, and now it creates curiosity, right? Somebody calls you and says, hey, it's Max. I was calling about Ivy Lane because click. Well, why? What happened? Right?
Okay,
Right?
I will start implementing this
Yeah.
more.
Did the voicemail? What happened? I hung up. Oh man, like do I need to call Max back? Like what's going on here? And so basically, it's just a game, where positioning game, excuse me. That's what I want to say. It's a positioning game for you to still maintain position and leverage, right? And so because again, if you leave that very detailed voicemail that I left before, they have all the intel, like what do they need to call you for? Because now the ball's in their court. They're going to call you back whenever they want. So
Okay.
just FYI there. All right. Who's next? Don?
Yeah. So is it making notes on your spreadsheet that I'm making?
Yeah. On the left side, on the right hand side.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Mhm.
Okay.
You're good. Yeah. I was going to ask you about that, but it's doing it.
Okay,
So
good.
you're good. All right. Let's call Don.
Because you swapped off of Karen, yeah, right?
Yeah. I'm not on Karen. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I miss Karen?
Well, Karen's listed.
Oh, got it. All right. Let's go. Mike says, love the cliffhanger voicemail. Yep. It's great. All right, here we go. All right, let's redial. Double tap. That's how we got Christine yesterday, huh?
Yep.
Double tap.
Break it.
All right, so no voicemail answer, guys. Yesterday we talked a little bit about the mindset when you go through these dry spells. Like, this is real deal, right? We talked about this yesterday. This is the real deal. This is what happens, not the highlights. This is not taking the best recordings and posting them on YouTube and the highlights. Like, you're going to go through this. You're gonna go through spells unless you're booking appointments, which is something we're gonna work towards, is to book appointments back to back to back. But we're calling off this list that we got, that we need to get through. But always remember, you got to keep pushing through. That's why it's very important. I have a goal to hit, right? What's my goal again? My goal is to get 6 contacts. So far, we've gotten 2, I think. And so that is the goal. This is the normal process, but I highly encourage you to keep pushing through, because just like yesterday, we had a little bit of spell like this. And guess what? We had a really good conversation when we went through the whole sales process. So just keep that in mind. This is the good, the bad, and the ugly, the real deal. Okay. So, all right, let's call Melvin next. Other thing too is that you can't control. There's certain things that you're not going to be able to control, which is people not picking up, and then people hanging up on you. But what you can't control is what happens in between. That moment they say hello, it's your time to really shine. It's your time to really put on a show. That's what you can control, right? You can't control people not answering. You can't control people hanging up. What you can control is what happens in between the hello and the hang up. That is your total responsibility. All right, here we go.
Okay, so you're going to
Call Melvin.
Melvin. Okay.
Yeah.
Just so you know, this one was listed. Remove the listing in.
Perfect. Something's going on then.
Hello?
Hello, Melvin.
Yes, go ahead.
Hey, Melvin, my name is Max. I was calling you because you had filled out a form on our website about selling that property over at Eastern Avenue.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, perfect. I got the information that you filled out, but obviously that doesn't always tell the whole story. And what I wanted to do is follow through, and ask you some questions so we can qualify the property for an offer. Is that fair?
Go ahead.
All right, perfect. I appreciate that. Really quick, Melvin, can you verify the bedroom and bathroom count for me?
It's a 3-bed, 1 bath.
Okay, so 3 bedrooms, and bear with me here if I repeat myself. I like to write stuff down. So 3 bedroom, 1 bathroom. Okay, perfect.
Correct.
Okay, and I'm not too clear on this, but is this a rental property or is this your primary residence?
It was going to be a rental property. I decided to sell this property off because I'm selling off all my assets.
Okay, got it. So you're selling off your assets?
Yeah, liquidating. Yeah.
Okay. What about just ballpark? How many properties you have in that portfolio?
It's 3.
It's 3. Okay. That's more than a lot more people have, which is great. Congratulations on that. So you're going to start off with this one specifically on Eastern Avenue?
Yeah.
Okay. Perfect. Now, let me ask you right now, the current situation, is it vacant or is it occupied?
Vacant.
It is vacant. Okay. I'm going to write that down. And then how long has it been vacant, by the way, Melvin?
4 months.
4 months. Okay. Not bad. Okay. Yeah. So 4 months. And then the tenant that was there, just ballpark, like what were you getting per month on rents on those?
$1,400.
Okay.
It was a traveling nurse. She was there for 3 months.
Oh, got it. So was that more of a midterm rental, not a long-term rental for you? You used it for that purposes?
Well, I bought it with the intentions of making it my first Airbnb because if you know Indianapolis, the All-Star Game's coming here this year.
Mm-hmm.
A whole lot of events are coming here. Taylor Swift is coming, and this property is not too far from downtown Indianapolis. So I bought the property with the intentions of making it my Airbnb.
Okay.
Because based on the numbers, it could potentially bring in $31,000 a year.
Mm-hmm.
And so I never owned any rentals or Airbnbs. I only did fix and flipping. So originally I bought it with the intention of making it my Airbnb. I had a friend of the family who's a traveling nurse, needed a property, so I let them stay there for a few months. Then when she moved out, I went on and fixed it to make it market ready.
Okay.
So that's the condition it's in. It's completed. It doesn't need any work. It's market ready.
Okay.
And I'm trying to figure out which realtor I'm going to go with putting it on the market.
Okay. No, that makes sense. And, I always encourage people that, obviously, for you to maximize, potentially what you can get out of it, I always encourage people to list it on the MLS if that's something you're trying to do, right? And that always makes sense. I know a lot of people don't typically like to go that route. And I know sellers in the past, who have sold to me, they did so because of 3 reasons for the most part, right? A lot of times, some of them do want to select like a specific date, like, hey, Max, I want to close in 30 days. We can make that happen. A lot of, some of them, not all of them were in a financial situation, but most of them did sell to us because they were, the property needed a lot of repairs. I'm assuming none of those apply to you, Melvin?
No, it doesn't need any repairs. It's market ready. I'm trying to sell it quick, so I'm pricing it at $170. The ARV on it's $215. So that's just where I'm at with it.
Got it. Okay. And so out of curiosity, you already have an agent, I'm assuming, that you love working with?
A real estate agent? Yeah, I know plenty. I've been in the game for 6 years. So.
Oh, got it. Okay. Yeah. I mean, typically sellers that I speak with don't usually use the words ARV or the letters ARV. So you're savvy on this stuff. So again, tell me a little bit about what is your net that you're trying to get for this property?
170. 170.
Okay. And that's where you would feel comfortable selling if someone was to make you an offer around there?
I wouldn't. That's the only place I'd sell it at.
Got it. So what I'm hearing is you wouldn't look at any of the offers at all.
170 cash. I'm pretty firm at it.
Got it. Okay. No problem. And again, I would have to do a little bit of research on this. It's my first time.
No problem. Take your time. Do your due diligence.
Yeah, of course. And figure out if we can pay the one lump sum on that property. I know in the past when we are not able to come up to the one lump sum, I'll let you know. I like to work straightforward and very clear on what I do. We've had situations with other sellers where we can't do the one lump sum and we were able to give them what they're asking or sometimes even more. But the trade-off is that you would give us some time to make you, equal monthly payments, but we were able to give them the most ever and close the soonest. So would you consider something like that if we come up with a structure?
No, I'm not interested in creative financing.
Got it. You just want to do a one lump sum and be completely done with the property.
Correct.
Okay.
Cash and be on my way.
Cash and dash, right?
Yeah.
All right. Well, let me do a little bit of research on this one. If I can come up to that number, definitely, I'll let you know. If I can, I'll let you know as well. There's one more thing I would like to talk to you about, because we do have a large investment network that we work with. And sometimes you'll have, a few individuals in there that will pay a lot more than what we would or any other person. If we can't actually pay that amount, would you be open for me to actually, potentially show those individuals the property to see if they would consider buying it at your asking price?
Yep, no problem.
Okay, got it.
As long as I get my money, I don't care what you get.
Yeah. And that's the beautiful thing about that option is that you basically wouldn't have to pay us, right? Like a commission or anything like that. Because right now it sounds like you're going to list it. So I'm not sure what the commission structure is going to be with your realtor. But if we can, show it to our large investment network that we have, they will actually take care of us, with the transaction. They'll take us out to lunch or whatever the case may be. The only thing I would need in order for this to make happen, it's like a one-page permission slip. It's not a contract. It just says, hey, Max at Sell Quick for Cash has the permission to show you this property. That's it. I'm assuming you wouldn't have a problem signing that.
Not at all. It makes sense.
Okay. Perfect. So let me do a little bit of homework on this property. And then again, if it doesn't work out for me, we can go that route where I can show it to our large investment network. And they, there's always someone in that network that will pay for the property because they'll keep it as a rental. That makes sense?
Yep.
Okay, perfect. I will. So if you're me calling you back about this, when would you set it on the calendar to give you a call back?
It doesn't matter anytime.
Okay, so if I called you, let's say tomorrow around the same time, would you be available?
That works.
Okay, so
Yep.
so I'm going to put it on the calendar to call you tomorrow at this time. Is there anything that you can think of that would stop us from communicating that day tomorrow?
No, shouldn't be.
Melvin, I appreciate you, my man. Take care, and I'll be in touch.
Okay, no problem. Take care.
Yeah, man. All right. So few things there, right? The guy, he's an investor. He's got a few properties. He wants to cash out. He wants to cash and dash. He knows he's not going to do well with these properties that he bought for Airbnb. And, he's someone, I'm assuming that's probably, his mortgage is probably high and his payments, but I didn't get into that with him because he does not want to entertain a conversation with creative or seller finance. So I think 170 is probably too high. I mean, for this area, I already figured that just looking at the area. What are your thoughts on the area for the price?
So the market rents are 1,300. He got 1,400 because it was a traveling nurse and somebody he knew.
Yep.
So the fact that he was considering as an Airbnb for 33K a year, it's only a one bed, one bath. Actually, not a one bed. It's a 3-bed, only one bath.
Okay.
So his ARV for 215 is probably okay.
Right.
There wasn't a lot of options for one bathroom. So,
yep.
But it's 2,200 square feet, and it actually is pretty cute. I'm not sure why he listed it the way he did. Sorry. At least the picture. I don't know. I think it's gonna be tough.
Okay.
But if someone else sees the opportunity for an Airbnb just because of the fact of its location, then it could be, I guess, a potential. Yeah. I think we might be wasting our time.
We wouldn't want to contract it for 170, but we probably could do an exclusive option. If we see, we'll do a little bit more homework on this to see what's in the area and potentially, and, send it out to our buyers list on Cartel. So, and again, great question, Steve. So what does the permission slip look like? It's just a one-page option agreement. The option gives us equitable interest to be able to market the property without being under contract. This is something that I see a lot of people not use in their business. Like, yeah, we use it a lot. I mean, your last deal that you did an option on that closed, I mean, it was an option because we didn't think it was a deal. And then we optioned it. And what was the assignment fee on that?
$25K.
$25,000 on a deal we didn't want to contract because it didn't look like a deal for us.
Right.
But this is where you position it. I mean, you want to option it because there's going to be buyers out there, and it gives you exclusivity still. Like, you have exclusive rights to the property. It's just you're not full contracted, you're not full obligated. And so,
or even non-exclusive, just to have the opportunity to market it.
Or you could do non-exclusive because he's a savvy guy. So he might not go for the exclusivity, but if he goes for the non-exclusive, I'm good. I just need that permission slip signed saying that I can blast it out on Investor Live and have buyers go walk the property. So Nancy said, is the permission slip like an ovation? No, not at all.
It just gives equitable interest. That's
it. Yeah, it just gives Nancy equitable interest. So in case something goes down and a lawyer shows up and says, why are you promoting this property or this contract? Well, I have a permission slip that the seller signed that's giving me rights or exclusive rights to be able to show this property. It's one page. That's it. Yeah, no, it's not like an ovation for sure. So this is why it's important to understand, like, you got to have a lot of tools in your tool set. I mean, again, we went from cash to talking about if you'd be open for some creative, and then also, with the option. So I think we're going to get it on our option. So I'm ready for that. Cool. All right. So who we got next? Fred?
Yes. I'm sorry, I'm trying to take a little bit of notes here so we can make sure our store.
Sure, let's.
Good. So,
yeah.
So we had Lindsay, we had Melvin. Who was the other
conversation?
Yeah.
It was
the one we were gonna. Lindsay and Melvin, we need to call back.
Yep.
No, Melvin was the one we just talked to. I'm so sorry. There was another one that we were supposed to call back later today. What was his name?
Don. There was the plumber guy. Right? It was the plumber guy. I think it was Don.
Oh, Mitchell.
Oh, Mitchell? Yes. Mitchell. Where's he at?
So he's not on this list. He was one that came in from Sindus Lead.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Okay, cool. Yeah, let's try to keep track of that. So, is that option form in the library? I believe it is. Yes, you got to go to your LLC, and if it's not, make sure you contact support. That page, it's a one-page thing. It should be in there for you to use. So, all right, let's call Fred. Here we go. Follow-up call, interested with Melvin. Let's call Fred.
So again, Indianapolis.
Cool.
3-bed, 1.5 bath, 1,460 square feet. 2-car garage. That's 225. And he lists, reason why it says that's because he removed his listing. So if you didn't know that, if something's listed on Zillow, and the listing was removed and you see the Zillow's estimate, it's usually going to be about the same number that they listed the property for. So again, Zillow in their funny ways can't count.
Yeah, they're a little weird. Yeah. Jeez, that was a long ring. Let's see, redial.
It was pending.
Oh, it was?
Mm-hmm. Let me double check to see if it actually sold.
Hello, Fred? Oh, he hung up. All right, so no answer, no voicemail. So let's go to the next one, which is Leonard, Mr. Leonard. We're moving right now. We're moving fast. So this is great. Leonard, I think it's going to be a deal. I got a feeling, Leonard, I know you want to sell your property, Leonard. I know you do. Let's go.
Again, Indianapolis. And it was sold in last year.
Yeah.
Looks good.
Hello?
Hello, Leonard.
Yep, speaking.
Hello, Leonard. This is Max. I was calling you because you had submitted your information on our website about selling that property over at Leeds Ave.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, like I said, I received the information. Appreciate you confirming that. The form and the information we got don't always tell the whole story. And I was following through to ask you a few questions to see if we can qualify the property for an offer. Is that fair?
Yeah.
I appreciate that. So a few things here. Can you clarify for me really quick what the bedroom and bathroom count is on the property?
2 beds and 1 bath.
So it's a 2-bedroom and 1 bathroom. And excuse me as I repeat, because I'm writing this stuff down as well.
Yeah.
Okay, got it. And then also, I'm not too clear on this, but is this a rental property or is this your primary residence?
It's not my primary residence, but it is one of the houses that I own.
Oh, okay, got it. So it's not a rental or not a primary. You just own a second property?
Yep.
Okay, perfect. I appreciate that. So is it currently vacant or what's the situation there right now?
So it's just under construction. It's getting renovated. It had a few pipes burst.
You said it's currently getting renovated?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Oh, got it. Okay. Well, that's awesome. What's the plan? I mean, after the renovation?
It should be March as of right now when everything is completed.
Oh, okay, I see. And then, I mean, as far as when the renovation is done, I'm assuming that's going to go on the MLS, on the market for sale?
Yeah, at that point, yeah, we'll end up placing it on the market.
Okay, I see. Got it. And so let me ask you, I mean, I know we got the form, you filled out the form, a few days ago. Are you wanting to sell this thing the market route or are you wanting more convenient sell as is?
It could be as is.
It could be as is. Okay, got it. Well, I appreciate that. And what would you say if you were able to put a percentage on the completion? Like, what would you say where you're at as far as that completion for the property?
Probably about 60%.
I'm sorry, 60 or 50? You cut out.
60% complete.
Oh wow! So you're pretty much you're like at the back end of this. Okay,
Yeah.
got it. And then, well, I appreciate that. So, and just out of curiosity, have you had any offers on this at all on this property as it sits?
No, me and my realtor, we haven't decided yet. We're still waiting on them to finish up the property so we can do a reappraisal and then kind of go from there.
Okay, got it. I see. And I guess the last thing, maybe the last question here is, how long have you owned this property for?
This would be a little less than a year, so probably about 7 months.
Okay, so you bought this more for sounds like more for investment flip type property.
No, I have bought it to live in for a while, but of course I ended up having some family stuff, and I ended up moving in with my girlfriend, and we needed a bigger place, so we ended up getting like a 4-bedroom house.
Okay, got it. So you got a bigger place then. Okay. Well, you know what? Typically, one of the things that sellers, that sell to us, obviously, they sell to us for 3 reasons. Obviously, one of those is they want to select like a specific time frame. Like they say, hey, Max, I want to close this in 30 days. Some, not all, are in some type of financial situation, but most people want to sell to us because the property needs repairs. In this case, yours is almost done. I'm assuming you're going to wait till it's done before you start looking at any of the offers.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Got it. Okay. No problem. And that makes a lot more sense, where you're at, because honestly, if I was to put an offer together and send it to my underwriting team, I think, based on where it's at, 60% finish, it's probably going to be more of making the offer within the range of not any work at all. That makes sense?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And the reason I say that is because a lot of times, we got to go back and trace and figure out like what you've done and things like that. So, all right. So, I mean, I guess what I'll do is I'll save your information, potentially give you a call. When do you think you'll be complete with the property?
It should be toward the end of February, early March.
Okay, got it.
That's the estimate time they give me.
Yeah. All right. Well, sounds good, Leonard. I really appreciate the conversation, and I'll save your info here. I know right now you're not going to look at any of the offers. You're wanting to finish this. And, obviously, like I said, it just hopefully good luck, and hopefully you sell it. Okay.
All righty. Take care.
You too. Bye-bye. He's not interested in selling yet. He's not going to look at any of the offers. I mean, I get it. He's 60% done. If he sells now, I think he's going to lose out on whatever money he spent. I mean, I don't know what else could have been done in that situation. There's really not much, as far as like what could have been done. So I think it was a great call overall, though. Good conversation. Any takeaways?
Yeah.
Any takeaways?
I mean, he's really not. He wants to fix it up, and he already has realtors in mind. His end game is already set. What he wants to do. I mean, we could have talked to creative as an option, but that's not really going to solve his. We didn't get to know a little bit more details to find out if that would solve his problem, but.
Yeah, I mean,
he's putting money into it. So.
Correct. Yeah, he's going to want his money back. So typically, he's going to at least, even if we did go the creative route and he wants to do creative, like that down payment is probably going to have to include everything he's invested.
Right. And it's only worth about 130.
Yeah. There you go. See, there's a few questions here. Let's see. What does Mike say? Not hearing everything you guys are saying when you're trying to talk to each other. That's interesting. Okay. So you got to talk to the mic like this. Richard said, is it not rude asking when the seller tells you they're talking to someone else? Is it not rude asking when the seller tells you that they are talking with someone else, if that is? Oh, second part. someone interested in buying the property also. Well, it's rude because you think it's rude, Richard. One of the things you got to understand is that you got to remove yourself out of the sales call. Get your emotions out of the sales call. Get yourself as a buyer out of the sales call. You got to understand is you got to make sure that you're like everything that's happening in the conversation is not about you. And I'm not trying to be rude, Richard. I'm just saying, like, when you're on a sales call, your emotions, you got to leave your child in the car, right? You got to leave your emotions out of the sales call, and whatever the outcome is. And look, the sales is a slide edge game. I'm going to use everything in my arsenal as possible, right? And what we do is marketing and sales, right? So we got it. We as soon as they say hello, like, Max is no longer on this call. Let me hear if Brooke is the one that picks up the phone. It's Brooke's world. I'm just here to figure out how do I navigate through that world. And if it's asking those hard questions that I believe that I wouldn't want someone to ask me those questions, definitely, I got to remove myself from out of the sales call completely.
And you can let them tell you.
What's that?
You let them tell you if it's rude.
Yeah, you let them tell you.
You say, oh, I'm
don't
tired. I'm
assume.
just trying to find out what my competition is. You can just be straight about it.
Exactly. Exactly. Yeah. And you'll find out, like, a lot of people will respect that. So,
right.
Precious says, so are we looking more for market ready properties? No, Precious. Yeah. We are not looking for no, we're not. So this specific property here, it's a little bit, he's in limbo.
Yeah.
Because it's not a total fixer upper, but it's not a total fixed up property, right? He's kind of in limbo, but he's on the end of the repairs, right? So if he's done with the repairs, and let's say that he goes out, because you said the ARV is like 130, right?
Yeah.
So let's say he goes out and lists it for 150 and he never gets an offer. So we're going to come back. Now we got a fixed property. We're going to say, hey, we'll give you the 150. Now we can talk creative. Now we can talk seller finance, right? Or let's say he didn't do any work. We want that property, right? We want that, buy that property at a discount. Not necessarily are we looking for properties that need fixing. He's just in a unique situation where he's like on a teeter, like in the middle. Yeah. So. Yep. Facts. I love it. I can hear you. Thanks. Appreciate it, Ron. All right. Who's next?
So it's Quran.
Quran. Like Karen or Quran?
No, it's a Quran.
Oh, it is a Quran. Okay.
This is a newer build.
Okay.
Do you want to go for that?
Yeah, let's see what's up. Let's see. All right. Let's see. All right, so he hung up. Let's redial. Hello, Karan?
Yeah.
Hey, Karan, this is Max. I was calling you because you had filled out a form on our website about selling that property over at Yarmouth Way.
No, I just checked the value.
You just what? I'm sorry. I couldn't hear you. I'm sorry.
I just checked the value. Not really.
Oh, got it. You were just checking to see what the values are?
Yeah.
Oh, I see. So you weren't really considering selling it. You just wanted to know what it's worth.
Yeah.
Okay, got it. All right. You're trying to refinance, or what's the purpose of wanting to know what it's worth?
No, just no.
All right, Karan, sounds good. Have a great day. Thank you. I couldn't hear him at all. Well, at least he was honest.
Yeah.
He's like, no, I just want to see what it was worth. Follow up
Let me find out if this is
answered. If it's what?
Oh, sorry. You're talking about that.
No, you're good.
We're into another state now.
All right, Anna,
Yep. Hang on.
you're good.
Indiana.
Anna.
Gosh, it's hard to.
All right.
Boy, I don't recognize any city.
All right. We are at 11:30 right now. So far we've been dialing for probably about 45 minutes. So far it's been good. We had some great conversations. I mean, not a lot of, some we got a few follow-ups. If you have stayed with us since the beginning with our launch, you see what's going on right now, right? We have a rhythm now. We got a little bit of a rhythm since we started, and we showed our goals. We showed our scorecard. We got goals that we want to hit. How many of you guys have that been here since the beginning are getting value right now from those calls? Look, it may not be the whole sales process, but we are really having real conversations with people. Yeah, we're doing the work, and one of them is going to hit. And what's great about what we're doing right now, what some people don't realize, like these are actual reps. You're actually working out right now in the gym. So when the real deal comes, like you're gonna be prepped when it's game time, right? So again, if you're finding value in this, make sure you drop some fire emojis. Make sure you put some thumbs up in there because we're just getting started. So we're gonna make some more dials. We're gonna make some more calls. So let's go.
So this is 54,000 people in this city, Elkhart.
And that's it. I thought there was more.
And I can't even see a city.
That's close to it.
Yeah, like I guess Fort Wayne. That I recognize. You know what I mean?
South Bend, I think it's a good. Let's call that one.
Okay.
Yep. Cool. Appreciate you all. Thank you for dropping those fire emojis and the thumbs up and all that. Gets us pumped up. Let's go. All right, here we go. Hello, Jeanette. Hello, Jeanette.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes, sir.
Hi, Jeanette. This is Max. I was calling you because you had filled out a form on our website about selling the property over at Red Fox Trail.
About doing what? Yeah, I wanted to see what I could get for the property. Yes.
Okay, got it. Perfect. Well, that's why I was calling. I got your submission, and obviously, the little bit of notes that are on there, they don't always tell the whole story. I was going to ask you a few follow-through questions to see if we can qualify it for an offer. Is that fair?
Yes, but I do know what offer. I'm not going to state it that I'm looking for, and then we'll see what you have to say.
Say that one more time. You know what you want for the property, but you're not going to tell me. Is that what I heard?
Not until you make me an offer. No.
All right. Okay. Interesting. So you know what you want, but you're not going to tell me for what you want.
Until you give me a quote, I'm not going to say anything. Yes, sir.
Got it.
If you can't do business with that, that's fine.
Sure.
I mean, that's fine.
No problem. I mean, let me ask you a few questions. Just want to make sure to see if this is even in our wheelhouse. We don't buy every property from everyone we talk to, and would that be okay at least to see if we can come up with an offer for you?
Sure.
Okay, perfect. Can you verify for me the bedroom and bathroom count for the property?
Well, there's 3 bedrooms, but there's also one downstairs, and we do have, what do you call them, egress windows. So it's a bathroom, it's an actual bedroom. So it could be counted as 4 or 3 in the office. And then there's 2 full baths and 1 half bath downstairs.
Okay, got it.
So there's 2 full baths, 1 half bath downstairs.
Okay, perfect. That fourth room, just out of curiosity, it's got heating and cooling, and it just doesn't have the closet.
It doesn't have a closet, but I could easily have a closet right on the outside of it. I was actually gonna either buy or have a closet installed right on the outside of the door there.
Okay, got
So
it.
my entire basement is completely finished, including the ceiling.
Mhm.
So yes, it has all heating and cooling.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect. I love the fact that it has that, because that always helps. I mean, the closet is something simple compared to, having to run cooling and heat, or heating and cooling over there. So, all right.
Right.
And I'm writing this stuff down too, as well as you're sharing this with me. So bear with me if there's any pauses. Now the other thing, I'm not too clear on this. Is this a rental property or is this your primary residence?
Primary resident.
Okay, perfect. So you're currently staying there. I appreciate that. And now, obviously I want to get to the offer, but I did want to ask you, when you do decide to sell this property, not necessarily to us, right? Just someone you feel comfortable with, trust, and maybe hits the number that you're looking to get. Is there anyone else that's, that's going to have an input on the sale of the property at all?
My husband and I will come to an agreement, but generally he goes with, we've talked about it already and what
Okay.
we want for it and what we would sell it at.
Sure, no problem. And I only like to ask that just because I want to make sure that I answer everyone's question that's involved in the transaction. I just want to make sure,
Sure.
that there's no one else involved. Okay. And then just ballpark, how long have you owned the property, you and your husband?
A year and a half.
A year and a half. Okay, perfect. So yeah, so you haven't owned it for a long time. What has you considering selling after such a short time?
Because it's a profitable time to sell and upgrade.
That makes sense. Makes a lot of sense. Okay. And the other thing too, I want to ask you, have you tried to do anything recently about selling the property at all?
No, we put some upgrades in it, but we haven't done, no.
Okay, got it. Well, I appreciate that. And so, what I'm going to do is, because this sounds like maybe something I do want to get my underwriting team involved. I know you've been sharing the information with me. Do you mind if I just share with you a little bit about how the rest of the calls go, like just to make sure we're on the same page here still?
That's fine.
I appreciate that. Now, obviously, in order for me to get all the information, over to my underwriting team, the rest of the call is going to be anywhere between 5 to 10 minutes. Is that still okay with you?
That's fine.
Okay, appreciate that. Now, I know that you're looking for me to, obviously figure out what we can offer and see if we hit that number. Other sellers in the past have also wanted to know how our process works and how soon they'll get their money. Besides those three things, is there anything else you would want to know on the call?
The only thing maybe is like, how long would we have to vacate the property?
Got it. Okay. I mean, that's a great question.
Or how long it would take for the seller of the property to be legit,
Yeah. No, that's a great question. I mean, we get to ask that a lot. And, one of the things that I've told sellers in the past before, there are different ways that this can be done. Obviously, that's more of a, page 8, page 9 conversation. And, where we can work different ways. So that way you're not in a rush. And potentially we've had some sellers in the past that stayed after the actual closing. So there's different ways that we can do that. It just depends on, which route you want to go when it comes to, completing the transaction, if that makes sense.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. Perfect. Now, obviously, if we go through this call, and I know that your husband also has to, you guys are both on board, what you guys want for the property. You also want to, move pretty quickly for the most part. So if everything I said today sounds good and you like the offer, usually what I do is I put everything in writing at some point. Do you feel comfortable doing that once you identify that this works for you?
Yes. Uh-huh.
Okay. I appreciate it.
I definitely would want to see them writing before we do it. Yeah.
No, it makes sense. Yeah. And this is why I like to ask that question, because, not every seller is always the same. I love to ask questions and figure out what your goals are to see if it even matches what we're trying to do and complete. So, I know earlier you mentioned, it's a good time to sell. You got equity in the property. Is there anything else besides that, as far as that we should know, why you're considering selling the property at all?
No, there's nothing wrong with it. I feel safe, secure. I feel like it's not going to lose its value. It's probably going to go up in value. So no, there's nothing wrong.
Got it. Okay. Well, I appreciate that. And I like, I'm only asking that just to see if there's anything there. Now, it sounds to me like, as far as, selling the property, when you do sell, because you are filling out the forms, are you mostly looking for like the convenient route, or are you going to eventually, go the more traditional route and list it on the market?
I'm going to do what I can get the bang for the buck with the less effort. I'm 54 years old, and I'm not looking to drive myself crazy over $3,000.
No, that makes sense. And, and I like to ask that because a lot of times people, I know sometimes sellers that I've spoke to in the past that go the route to sell with the realtor. I always encourage that you do that if you want to maximize, but obviously there's delays. You got to be on the market. Sometimes it could be 90 days or more. And so this is why I wanted to ask that, because I know sometimes, people rather go the convenience route, but obviously they try to maximize, and rightfully so, right? Try to get the most for the property. So, but that's always going the listing route. So, okay. And then if you do get the offer that you're looking for, how soon do you feel comfortable selling?
Yeah, of course.
I'm sorry. You said how soon do you feel comfortable selling? Excuse me.
Oh, I'm sorry. Do I feel comfortable?
Oh, no. Go ahead.
I would hope that I'd have at least 60 days. 90 would be even better.
Okay.
But 60 would be good, but 90 would be better. I mean, it is winter, so it's harder in Indiana to like maneuver to buy real estate. Correct. Although it might be cheaper this winter, I don't know. I think it is, if I remember right.
Got it. Okay. That makes sense. Okay, perfect. Well, let me ask you this. I know earlier you mentioned something about the condition of the property. It sounds to me like you have invested some money on the repairs to consider like 2024 standards.
One more time.
The property, if I was to look at the property, would you consider it, the condition wise, as 2024 standards, like everything's been updated?
Absolutely, and then some.
All right, tell me a little more about that.
I mean, we've had inspections. We carry home renters. We carry home insurance. We carry insurance or anything that's flickering wrong or goes ballistic. We have things checked. We have maintenance routines on our furnace and air conditioner. We have our lawn manicured. I mean, we do a lot.
Okay.
To try to keep things nice.
Makes sense.
That's our goal.
And it sounds like you take care of the property, which is great. I love that. And really quick, just
the only thing is I have too much stuff, so that's the only problem I have.
Well, most people don't. You won't believe some of the properties we buy. Like you have to literally like hop over stuff, and you got to go in there with the suit. So it's very terrible conditions. Yeah. So really quick, and I'm almost done here. Can you walk me, from the street, into the property, what it looks like, on the outside, and then just kind of, what we were seeing inside?
Okay. What did you ask me though? What do you want me to do? Can
you just walk me just really quick? I know I have pictures, but on Google and stuff, but can you just
so on the side, when you come in, when you come into the, when you pass the garage, that is the entry from a main street, but the main street is like a county street.
Okay.
And it's only 2 lanes, and it was just paved. And across the street from it, there are, before you come in on the, I guess it's the south side, are, I think 3 or 4.
I want to know about that.
Anywhere from 900 to $1.5 million house. Okay, that's one. And it has a lot of properties. They're older homes, well maintained. Then when you turn into the drive where our property is, you'll see there's a gate. So the back of the yard has a gate. So the same brick is on our property, so it looks really nice as a finishing touch. And then there's a gate, a fence there that's kind of unique. It's a little bit different shape, a nice yard fence, but it's not all inclusive, but it segregates the street from the yard. And then when you look at the back of the yard by the fence, there's a shed back there.
Okay.
And it has 3/4 of an acre, but there's a shed in the back, which I put a compost pile on the back of it. We have alpine trees. I think there's 3 at every corner, and in one section there's 7. There's a hill that comes down a little bit from the road to make the yard a little flatter. Then you'll see the backyard, which has a it has a sunroom on the deck, and then it has 3 decks, one on each side and then one towards the front of it.
Wow.
There's landscape throughout the entire property. Yes.
Okay.
There's landscape throughout the entire property, along the house and the back of the house. Very unique and expensive plants. And the trees are not on the property whatsoever.
Okay.
Then when you walk around by the garage, you walk around to the front. And when you look at the front yard is probably, I don't know, at least 15 feet till you get to the street. It's quite a bit. And then it looks like a ranch house. It's not. It looks smaller than what it is.
Okay.
But it's long. And then you come into the front door. You can come into the garage or the sunroom or the front door.
Okay.
They all have access.
Nice.
The sunroom has 2 patio doors and big windows.
Okay.
You can come into the garage. It has a service door between the backyard and get in. And then also it has the door that you walk in, and there's a dining room kitchen. Now, if you come in the garage door,
Jeanette, I'm sorry. I don't mean
right there.
Jeanette, sorry, I don't mean to interrupt you. I'm actually trying to write all this stuff down. I apologize. Going a little fast for me, but that's okay. This is all great information, and I'm sorry if I interrupted. I just want to catch all the info and catch up with everything you said, and I got most of it. I know that you got a lot of stuff on the back, which is great. Let me ask you, does it have...
Honestly, you can Google it. The pictures are still up.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, and I'm having my underwriting team do that right now. Does it have any like unpermitted additions at all on the property?
What do you mean?
Yeah, like does it have any additions that weren't permitted at all that you're aware of? Like any extra rooms that they know that you didn't get permits to build or anything like that?
No.
Okay.
No.
Perfect. And then
it's a subdivision, so they wouldn't allow that.
Got it. Okay. That makes sense. And then, as far as the AC, when was that last replaced that you're aware of?
It was just inspected a year and a half ago when it passed with flying colors, and it was just maintained.
But it was there when you bought the property, it sounds like.
Yeah.
Okay. Perfect. And the same thing, I'm assuming, for the roof as well. It was that hasn't gotten replaced since you bought it.
Yeah.
Okay. And the last question on the condition, so I can get this over to my underwriting team. Is there any foundation issues that you're aware of? I don't think there is, but I wanted to ask that so I can get that info over, because I know my underwriting team is going to ask me that question.
Absolutely not. There's no foundation issues.
Okay, got it. Perfect. Let me, do you have about 60 seconds so I can get this info over to my underwriting team, and then I'll get back here on the phone with you? Is that okay?
Okay.
All right. Bear with me here. Hold on. Jeanette, are you still there? Hello, Jeanette? Okay, she can't hear us.
Did you look at property record?
All right. What are we thinking on this? What's the payback?
Properties around
Talk on the mic.
Oh, the other properties around her are newer.
Mm-hmm.
So like 2004, 2003, 2006,
Okay.
right? So it looks like, and so I'm just trying to find out, I think the square footage for the basement, if it's a finished basement, doesn't actually count towards square footage for. Let
me ask her real quick. Hello, Jeanette?
Yep.
Oh, yeah, one quick thing. I just got to ask, because I know the basement, is that a finished basement or is it more for storing?
No, the entire basement is finished.
It is finished. Okay. Perfect. All right. I'll be right back. Okay. Give me 1 second. Bye.
So I think that extra bathroom and bedroom that she's talking about is in the basement because it's considered a 2-bedroom, 2-bath
Mhm.
on tax records and only 1,500 square feet or
Okay.
1,500 square feet. So if it's different than, if she thinks it's 1,600 square feet, let's just say 16. So
Is there a HOA?
that
you can see?
She said it was a home. She did say the homeowners association, I think.
Yeah, she did mention. Well, she said it was a subdivision.
Subdivision,
Yeah, that
sorry,
doesn't.
that's right,
Yeah,
she said
yeah.
that.
She said it was a subdivision,
I
but
don't
didn't really.
know.
I can clarify that with her once I get back on the phone with her.
Okay, we are not HOA. Yes.
There's HOA.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Does it say how much it is a month?
No.
Okay. All right. What do we think of the ARV is
So
on
I
this?
think, I mean, her house is a little bit older than the rest of them. So we have.
I know that's the only thing with this call. I think she's gonna want too much based on the new builds. I think she's comparing it to those new builds, but we'll find out right now. I mean, this is a good call, anyways, for us to go through.
And these other ones are 3-bedroom, 2-bath, which she says hers is. But do we get to count the square footage and the space for that?
No,
as
because
that?
it's not a bedroom, so that's gonna be tough.
Well, she says 3 bedrooms plus.
Oh, plus
that,
yeah. So
right?
she, yeah,
So she's
yep.
saying there's actually technically could
There's
be
3.
4.
It could be 4 if you
Right.
put a closet.
So
Yeah.
she's saying there's 3. Tax record is saying 2.
Okay.
Right.
Mhm.
So I'm trying to figure
Well, she
out.
added. That's what I think she was saying. Yeah, they have
Mhm.
a 3rd bedroom. So, all right. Well,
So-
if it's a 3-bedroom, just assume the 3rd bedroom. Let's not count the 4th. What's the ARV on that?
So I would think it's probably.
Okay,
like
what else can I
265.
get these guys for you today?
Hold on, real quick. Let me get back. Hello, Jeanette.
Yes,
I'm still here talking to them. They're
Yeah.
actually. Can you hear me?
I'm hearing you.
Okay, yeah. So just 60 more seconds, and I'm gonna jump back on here, and we'll be done with the call. Okay, bear with me.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
All right.
I think she's saying, what else can I give them? What else can I tell them?
I know. I heard it.
Yeah,
I heard
okay.
that. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think ARV is probably
Talk to me.
265.
How much?
265.
265. Okay.
And then that's
Wow.
again, that's a newer build.
Mhm.
So we
And
still
that
at what we
is a
said?
3rd bedroom. Also, it looks like these properties are, if that one has a basement
350?
too.
350.
Oh,
We'll take
shit,
350 for that.
350.
We'll take 350.
350.
Oh, gosh.
Wow. There you go. Yeah,
So
we're
I
gonna be
say
too
this
close.
is a base. Yeah. This is a basement down there. on
Okay. Is that the
house.
property?
No, this is a
What we gotta give it?
comp.
140 and 350 minus 140. That give us what? 210.
Listen to that, guys. Listen to that. So 350.
She got a mortgage of 140 left.
She got a mortgage
You
of
have to pay off
140.
the
So,
truck.
yep.
You gotta pay off the truck.
The magic number, baby. All right, 350.
And it doesn't even show mortgage on here. At least the prop stream.
Okay. Maybe it's a loan. And let me get back to her. All right, Jeanette, you there?
I am.
All right. Sorry, apologize for the long hold. And obviously, we were basically, trying to gather some more data because between the basement and there seems to be some newer builds in the area. 2004. I don't know if obviously you're aware of that. Obviously, there's newer builds that are selling, in that area as well. Have you looked at those at all?
Where?
So there seems to be some new builds within the subdivision, 2004 and newer, that have recently sold in the area.
Most of them are a lot smaller and they don't have finishing touches like ours. They're more cookie cutter.
No, I get,
From,
yeah, for sure. And we take that in consideration as well, obviously, right? We want to, sometimes doesn't necessarily always mean.
And the landscape is not there either, and they're cookie cutter and they're from Irish Realtor.
Yeah, no. Again, just having a conversation with you. I'm not trying to say that those properties will be worth more than you. I'm just making you aware that they take that in consideration as well. So, I'm sorry. She said, "Hold on."
Okay, what did you say, sir?
No, you're okay. I was just having a conversation with you about that because we did see some newer builds. Now, they are putting an offer together for you right now. While they're doing that, I know you had. I know from everything you just told me and from having many conversations with in the past with other sellers, I know you had mentioned that you did have a price in mind. I know that you're wanting to see what we would pay. You know, I don't know if our offer is going to have a 3 in front of it, honestly, just from what we're looking at and what you told us. So with that being said, we might be too far apart, I'm assuming, if our offer doesn't have a 3 in front of it.
Absolutely.
Okay, got
Way
it.
too far apart.
What were you hoping for then?
What were you gonna bid?
Like I said, it wasn't going to have a 3 in front of it. And you just mentioned that we're going to be way too far apart. So what were you hoping for? So I can just tell my underwriting team and maybe we'll just go our separate ways here. It sounds like.
We want 345.
Okay. $345,000. Okay.
That's right.
Got it.
And it is a good investment.
No, I get it. And I'm assuming, you know, you want to look at any of the offers besides that?
I mean, you would have to tell me why you want to make it less. Or maybe I see it. I don't see it.
I mean, no, I get it, you know, and I'm not here to debate that part. It's your property, right? And I know that you've done work and, you know, all that stuff. And, you know, obviously from my end, we're typically looking more for an investment. Even if this was a property we're going to buy as and keep it as a rental. I mean, you know, by the time we get a loan at 345 and all that, you know, depends on what the rents are going for. Like that would, you know, basically put us out of the range of, you know, making a projected profit, right? And that's why I said earlier, we don't buy every property from everyone we talk to. There is something else that I wanted to ask you. If we were able to do the 345 or more in some cases, would you be open to giving us some time to make you equal monthly payments if we were able to give you that?
I don't understand.
Sure.
Tell me what you mean. Like a land contract? No.
Great question. And that's exactly what I was mentioning. Yeah. Where, you know, we come in and we give you potentially, we could do the 345 or a little bit more. And then we set a term of, you know, 120 months. And then you get to access all your equity at that point, right? That's, yeah. I mean, you're familiar with it.
No.
Okay.
No.
Got it.
I mean, if it's like 300 and then it's equitable, then maybe.
So say that one more time.
But there'd be a lien against the house. If it's like 315 and then you want to make payments on some of it.
Okay. I see what you're saying.
And there's a lien on the house, so if you don't pay it, you get it back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So, well, I mean, we had a great conversation. I was hoping, you know, potentially that we could come up to something. I know, like I said, it doesn't always work out, but the fact that, you know, we were able to see we can make something work. I know that option in these cases would always be the best, but I know that you're not, you know, considering that right now. And with that such high entry fee of 300, that would, yeah, it would probably not work for us for sure.
All right.
All right, Jeanette, I appreciate it. Thank you. Okay. Have a great day. Bye.
Yeah.
Man, even on like this is way higher than not even an ovation will work on this deal. Like
she's crazy.
Yeah, no, I know she is. And I, you know, when she started talking about everything they'd done and how great the property was, I was like, I know where this is going.
Sure.
Yeah. Like,
yep.
I mean, I could have ended this call a little bit ago, earlier, but I want everybody to hear and get to listen to what exactly this process is. But I think she's going to find out that she's not going to get that.
Nope. Not even retail.
Because, you know, you see, so one thing you guys notice is the data that we're sharing with her is contradicting what she's saying, right? We're not arguing with our own data. We're just presenting the facts. As soon as I said there's newer properties there, she got worked up, right? But they're not this, but they're not that, but they're not this, but they're not that. And I'm like, look, I get it. I'm not here to try to, you know, what do you call it? Argue with you. Yeah, fight with you. I'm just here to point that out that there is newer properties there. And what did those sell for, the newer properties?
And then a question we could ask too is, you know, so obviously you're saying, so it sounds like you want 345. So where are you basing that number?
We could have. Yeah. And just out of curiosity, how did you come up with that number? Yeah. That's a really great question to ask as well. It's a really good one. So I got to run to the bathroom. So talk to these people. All right.
Okay. Max, you a beast behind those calls. Let's get it. I probably would have hung up on her out of fear of rejection. That's cool. One of the things I ask people, and I know obviously Max is the master here. I've been doing this for a while, but is to find out a little bit more if they're looking for retail value. And he did ask the question. So it sounds like, you're looking more to get full market versus getting the convenience factor. And she says, well, if I can get the better bang for my buck or the best bang for my buck without the effort. So that usually tells us as well that they're, it's not going to be a good fit for that one. So let's see here. Any questions? I'm trying to think of what else I can do. We're making notes here as far as what's our scorecard. And I do have a lead that is continuing to call me back over and over again. I feel like we should probably reach out to. Yeah, she definitely wants the highest offer for sure. Okay. I do want to look and see what this person is calling. Just looking at this lead. I've gotten a call a couple times from the same person. I'm trying to see if it's a lead in the system, but I don't think so. How can they have their name in our system without it being a lead?
What happened?
The caller has called a couple times, but they're not in our system.
That's interesting.
Okay, my turn.
Your turn. Go ahead. All right, we are back. What's up, everyone? Let's keep it going. So far, so good. Obviously we're having conversations, and so this is part of the game, right? We gotta. One of the things that I talk about a lot too is that we don't convince, we sift, right? What we're doing is we're sifting. We're trying to find individuals that we know are gonna fit our solutions. There is sometimes though is you're gonna get these what are they called? Fool's gold, right? So you have to be careful with that, because a lot of times what tends to happen is you're going to get individuals that sound like they're motivated sellers, right? They're saying the right things, or they're telling you the right things at a moment. But when you start calling out certain things, especially on that call, right? I don't try to get into a battle with sellers, right? This is my job is to figure out if our solution is going to fit it. So you got to be able to get into a mindset, and it's a mindset thing, right? It's a mind shift, not a mindset. It's a mind shift that you have to make, that you have to learn how to sift and not convince. Because here's the thing, right? I know from my training years ago, my sales coach taught me this, and he said this, and I still remember it till this day. He said, do you want people to buy your solution, or do you want people to surrender to your solution? And so basically what I mean by that is that you want them to feel comfortable in that. You don't want to convince somebody to do business with you just for the sake of doing business, whether that is, I see a lot of people make this mistake too, is that you basically, a lot of people out there use creative, subject to, seller finance to try to convince someone to do business with them. I don't do it that way. I position it as, you know what, this happened, something that's happened before in the past with other sellers where we're not able to come to a one lump sum agreement. We were still able to give them what they're asking for, or sometimes even more. And the way we were able to do that is they gave us some time to make them equal monthly payments. As soon as they say, and guess what that does? That saves me from a lot of headache of having to explain what that is, a lot of headache of having to, pitch the whole thing about creative. If they say no, get it, I'm done, right? Like I already know. If they say, well, what do you mean? How does that work? Perfect. I'm glad you asked. I have sellers telling me, how does that work, right? I have sellers telling me like, yes, tell me about creative. I don't use creative to try to convince them to do business with me, right? That's not what we do. And I was just talking about, we're not in the convincing business. We sift, right? To try to look for opportunities that fit our solutions.
Right.
Let's see what this says. Precious said, could her property be worth the same as the newer properties if proper updates were done?
Her property was, it was already.
It was already decent from what she said. And we
Yeah.
saw the pictures too as well, because the pictures were up. So we saw those. Let's see. Nancy said, I call them offer shoppers. Had plenty of run-in with them last year. Oh yeah, absolutely. Yep. I call them suspects, not prospects. Those are suspects, not prospects. And like I said, a lot of times suspects will actually say things that sound like a prospect, right? So you have to be very careful with that. All right. So also reminder really quick. I just put it on the ticker there. It's running. Do deals, send us the deals.com. You want us to call your leads live, go to sendusthedeals.com. I'm going to put the link in the chat right now. I want to make sure that we are, that you guys are able to send us your leads that you're working with. If you want us to call them live and you want us to go through this whole process of putting them through a sales process and seeing if we can lock them up live, make sure that you are submitting your leads. I'm going to put the link right now to sendusthedeals.com. The second thing is that, remember, if you want to join a community, that can help you to walk you through, teach you how to talk to sellers, teach you how to identify a deal. Remember, you can go to, if you want help and you want to join a community, you can go to dodealswithme.com as well. dodealswithme.com. You can join the community and you'll get prioritized, and you'll get help from coaches, and also that way it can help you. So I like this question. What would you say if you're door knocking? I mean, listen, one of the things you have to remember is, how do you position yourself to make sure that you get the prospect's attention? Like in calling, the introduction, the way I approach the call, that's what's going to make and break the phone call, right? What happens after that? Great. Same thing with door knocking is you gotta have a process down to where you can at least keep that door open for your elevator pitch, right? And that's because you want that. That's the transition into a conversation. So if you don't have a good elevator pitch for door knocking, I think you should simplify it, right? If you're door knocking for closures, don't knock on the door and say, hey, Brooke, I'm here because, I want to see if you want to sell your house because you're going to foreclosure. That's the last thing you want to do. You don't want to do that, right? You want to make sure that when you're door knocking, you say, hey, I'm just in the neighborhood, out of curiosity, do you know anyone that's considering selling their property in the area, right? We're looking to buy more flip. Just like I said here, very vague, very general, and then potentially have them open up to having a conversation with you. Melissa, emotionally attached to the property. Yep, absolutely. So we're ready?
I think so.
Or you need another break?
No. No breaks.
All right, let's go. What do we got next?
I think that the
Go ahead.
Elk Park, Indiana one's not a good one to go to.
Okay.
Gary, Indiana, I don't think that's a great property or opportunity as well.
Which one? I have South Bend.
South Bend.
Oh, sorry, Carton. Okay, so is that one?
I think that this, so yeah, we can call that one.
All right, cool.
Actually, wait, I did look that up. I'm so sorry. I did. No.
How do you pronounce that name? Daljit?
Daljit.
Daljit. Come on, my friend, Daljit. How many of you guys still with us? Let's see some of those. Let's see that chat. Let's see those thumbs up. Let's see those fire emojis. We got 51 people on right now, Brooke. What do you think about that?
That's cool. I think it's great.
That is. Thank you guys for hanging out with us for this long. Those of you that started with us, awesome. Hope you're getting value. Let's go.
What's that city in right there?
Which one?
South Bend?
Yeah, South Bend. Mm-hmm. All right, let's see. You're not seeing what?
seeing it on Zillow.
The address?
Right. Oh, there it is in PropStream though.
Okay, cool. It sometimes Zillow doesn't pop it up. You know that. I don't know why it does
I
that.
don't think this is a good one either. There's a retail store.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Okay, never mind. Yeah, we don't want to do commercial or retail right now. All right, let's go to Eric. Steve says locked in. Let's go. Appreciate the fire emojis. Thank you. Thank you. Precious. Thank you. Sweetie. Thank you. Mike, appreciate you. Nancy, thanks. All right, 5 seconds. All right, here we go. Is it not connected to the Bluetooth?
No, it's not. She answered.
Hello, Eric. Can you hear me? I'm sorry. I think it's my phone. Are you there?
Yeah.
Oh, hey, Eric. This is Max. I was calling you because you had filled out a form online about selling that property over at Angela Boulevard.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Well, I did get the information. I have a little bit of notes here. I wanted to follow through and just ask you a few questions and get this property qualified for an offer. Is that fair?
225 West Angela. We already got off for 120 competitors. If you do better, I consider it.
You got an offer already for 120?
100. If you do 120, I'd probably consider it.
And you accepted that offer?
No.
Oh, you haven't? Okay,
No.
got it. And okay. Well, it sounds to me like you're still maybe considering other options. Is that what I'm hearing?
Yeah, if I get more, yeah, I'd probably do it.
Only if it's going to be more than 100?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, got it. Well, do you mind if I follow through and just ask you a few questions and see if our offer is going to be more than that? I mean, I don't know anything about the property or anything like that.
Yeah, go ahead.
I appreciate you. Make it quick. Do you want me to call you back? Because if you don't have 5 minutes, then
No, get it over with.
well, yeah, I don't do calls like that. If you want me to make a purchase this big,
No, I'm busy. I got a business to run. You want
sounds good. I'll call you back tomorrow. Take care. Bye. All right, let's call Will. I don't play those games. All right, let's go to Will. Yeah, don't play those seller games, guys. Yeah, you move on. Let's see. Answered.
Oh, that's Elkhart. We don't want that one.
Okay. Rude Eric. That's what we're gonna call him. I bet that seller never been hung up on, huh?
Was that? Oh, right. I don't even know what this address is. I'm looking at John. Can you see that?
There's always a first time for everything. John. Yeah, I don't know what that is. Let's go to Curtis. Get it over with. Just give me the 120,000. Yeah. Okay, pal. Go kick rocks. We're calling Will, right?
No. Yeah.
All right,
I'm gonna
cool.
try that one, but I don't know the area. I don't know if that's a good spot. That's what I'm saying.
Let's find out.
Okay. Kansas.
It's a voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not available.
$37,000 people. 37,000.
All right. So no answer. So let's go ahead and move on to the next one. Dakota. Dakota. Dakota.
Oswatami.
Asawatomi. All right, let's see. Boom, boom, boom.
Listed
Really?
Yeah.
What the heck?
for 61 days.
All right, let's go. See what's well. Let's go to North Carolina, please. Let's go to North Carolina.
Okay.
Let's go. Abraham G, I appreciate you, my brother. Lots of value here. Exactly. Appreciate you more than you know.
Okay, Gary.
Yep, Gary.
Forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not.
Double tap, double tap, double tap.
Forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up.
Hello, Gary. It's Max. I was calling about Park Circle Drive because I left voicemail. Let's go to Mary. Mary had a little lamb. You gotta entertain yourself. This is we're in the middle of the battle here. We want to get someone to sign a contract. Dang it.
Yes. Not finding this one.
All right, let's call Mary. Mary had a little lamb.
I'm not finding it on anything.
You can verify the address.
Sure.
Hello.
Hello, Mary.
Uh-huh.
Hey, Mary, this is Max. I was calling you because you had filled out a form on our website about selling the property over there at Pebbles Trail.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Well, I appreciate you for confirming that. I got the information, a few notes as well. I wanted to ask you a few questions and follow through on some things to see if we can qualify the property for an offer.
Okay.
I appreciate that. Really quick, the first thing, obviously, I just want to, if you can verify for me the bedroom and bathroom count.
It's 3 large bedrooms,
3.
hardwood floors,
Okay.
large, and the bathroom is like a medium size.
Okay.
It's not that big.
Got it. Okay. Perfect.
The total is like
Okay. Sorry about that. Now, as far as the address, can you verify the street number and street name? I'm trying to pull it up online and I'm not seeing it.
Dodson. It's 108 Pebbles Trail, Dodson.
Oh, got it.
DOBS
Okay, perfect.
2701.
Okay. So 108 Pebbles Trail. Okay, got it. And so give me a minute here while I pull it up. I apologize about that. For some reason, it's not pulling it up for me.
No.
Go to
Okay.
Google.
It's under Sonia Daniel Realtor.
Okay, so the property's listed.
Yeah, she listed it. Yeah,
Oh,
but she's
okay.
willing to work with us on that price.
Okay, got it. So there's even though it's listed, do you know if you're on the listing agreement that you sign, so it sounds like you're able to sell this property outside of the listing if you find a buyer?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, okay, perfect. Awesome. All right. And as far as the one thing I'm not too clear on is this I'm assuming this is your primary residence, not a rental property?
Nobody lives there. It was my parents deceased. My parents are dead.
Oh, okay. Got it. So nobody lives there right now. It's currently vacant then?
Yes.
Okay, I see. And do you know by any chance like how long it's been vacant, sitting there vacant, the property?
About 6 months at least.
Okay, got it. 6 months. And bear with me if I have a pause or I repeat something. I'm just trying to write everything down, okay? So the property.
The roof is only like 3 years old, and the heat pump is a 2021,
Okay.
and it has a large basement, but it's not a finished basement.
Got it. Okay. Thank you for that info.
For mom, we
Yeah.
had the washer and dryer for mama,
Okay.
and of course she couldn't go up and steps, so one of my brothers rigged like a hose run out in the winter to bring it upstairs. I was like, wow.
Okay, got it. Now, what's the price that you have it listed for this property?
We'll take 140.
140?
Yep.
Okay, perfect. Now, I'm assuming that you're getting probably a lot of offers for that property right now, currently.
We are, yeah.
You are, and what I'm assuming the offers are coming in like at 70,000 to 80,000.
We got one for 125,000, one for 135, one for 95.
You got
we're getting different prices.
You got an offer for 135,000.
Yes.
What stopped you?
Property, real estate.
What stopped you from going with that offer? That's a great offer.
Well, we're thinking we're going to at least get 140.
Wow. And then out of the 140, who's going to pay the real estate agent and your closing cost?
Well, I don't know if there's any closing costs or whatever it may be, but if somebody gets a loan, they would probably be responsible for the closing costs. But it's a clear deed.
Yeah. Well, traditionally, seller would pay the listing agent, the commission for selling, and then if you sell it traditionally where someone gets approved for a loan, you would have to pay the closing costs on your end. So you're talking anywhere between 3 to 5% based off your purchase price. So if you're listed at 140, you got an offer at 140, you have to deduct, that 5%, from that, which is about $8,000, somewhere around there, $8,000. So that's why I said, if you got an offer at 135, that's a really great offer. If it's net and it's a cash offer, that's why I was surprised that you actually didn't go for that offer.
Yeah, I didn't.
Yeah. Because I could tell you is, I'm sorry?
One time we had wanted more than 140. We decided we had 140.
Yeah, I mean, you want $5,000 more, right? But that's also going to be, that 5,000. It's you got to think about the commissions and stuff you're going to have to pay, and your closing costs. And so, yeah, that's interesting. Okay, now, yeah, I'll have to do a little bit more homework on this and see because I know you've already established a price point. You want to be pretty firm at 140. What's that?
It's got nice hardwood floors. It's really big, and the bedrooms are big.
I get it.
Only thing that house needs is they would want to change the paint inside, or the vinyl side needs vinyl siding on the outside and shutters. It's got them old shutters that come over the window, and maybe a few replacement windows. It doesn't need much. Vinyl siding, it'd be.
What are you seeing as far as
that thing would go for 190 around here?
Talking the mic.
At least in that area.
Yeah, it's in the middle of nowhere.
And the rent, somebody could rent it. Rent sign and a phone number for at least $700. That's what the rent's for around here. To get them to sign a lease,
Yeah, of course.
Put down.
Well, what if what if I was able to give you the 140 and I came in and gave you, 3 to 5% down, and you give me some time to make you equal monthly payments? Would that be something you would feel comfortable doing?
I don't know. So pay how much down and how much payment?
So that's, it depends. I'm assuming there's not a mortgage on this. It's free and clear.
Yeah, clear deed.
It's
an acre of 3/4 land.
Okay. Got it. Yeah. I mean, again, the what we would be looking at here. Let me take a look here real quick. Now that you've asked me, I'm going to pull this up. Bear with me. Okay. As I pull this up here, my dandy handy calculator that helps me to determine that. 140. Let's see.
It's a 3-bedroom, right?
Yeah. 3-bedroom. Correct. You said?
It's 3 large bedrooms.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
Lot, roof is in about 4 years old, 4 to 6 years old. It's not old, the roof.
Okay. Perfect. Why is this not working for me? Let me see.
So it looks like.
Yeah, because what I'm thinking is, okay, here it is. Sorry, I'm taking this long.
ARV's
if we-
200.
Let me see here. 140.
I mean, investors could rent it or whatever. I mean,
Sure. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to find out.
Every gorgeous for vinyl side and then shutters on each side of the windows.
Right. Okay. And I'm inputting all the info right now to give you an idea ballpark of where we would be at as far as, with the offer of 140 and I was to give you 3% down, right? Let me see here. Let's take a look here. Oh. So if I was to give you the 140 and I did 3% down, and you will allow me to make you equal monthly payments for, let's say, 120 months, I can pay you right around $375 a month. Now, that doesn't include, I got to pay taxes, I got to pay insurance and all the other stuff. That's just straight a net to you, right? That's where we would be as far as the payment. Yep.
Well, I don't know if all my brothers and sisters are diesel because they just wanted it sold and gone, and somebody to do what they wanted to do with it, like remodel it on the outside. On the inside, all they needed is probably change the paint.
Got it. Yep. Got it. Are your brothers and sisters, are they going to have, I'm assuming from what it sounds like, they're going to have an input on the sale of the property?
Well, they just said, 140, and they were good to go on that.
Right. But would they be open to, what I said was giving me some time to make those equal monthly payments and then 120 months from now, then I would have to sell the property or refinance it, and everyone gets, you get to access all of your equity once that, 120 months are up. That makes sense?
Yeah, I feel like you're saying that 120 months is up. That, it'll be 3 years. I'm going to say 8, 4, a bit longer than that.
Well, 120 months is
how many years?
120 months is 10 years. That's typically what we get from other sellers. Sounds to me like that would be a little too long for you from what the concern.
Probably, yeah.
So what would you feel comfortable? What would you feel comfortable?
Probably a house is probably equity in it, probably, I guess.
Yeah. What would you feel? Well, I mean, yeah, again, you're going to not only, build, that equity out, you're going to get, gonna make money on the equal monthly payments. You're gonna, depending on your tax situation, you're gonna defer capital gain taxes unless you're not paying any because you have a lot of deductions and stuff like that. So there's a lot of benefit going this route, right? You get a monthly check that goes to you. So a lot of benefits. Now, as far as the timeline, I mean, what would you feel comfortable, a timeline where you would be like, you know what, I can do that, Max, like that. I can't do the 10 years, but what timeline would you feel comfortable doing?
I would say they want to get done in within a year or something. I see my parents are dead and nobody wants to fool with it.
Yeah. Well, that's the beautiful thing.
Nobody wants to bring it.
Got it. I understand.
There's people every corner wanting to rent. There's not enough places to rent.
Well, here's
but somebody wants to find a living.
Got it.
You know what I'm saying? They would have to pay them so much money and then their deposit, they wouldn't get it back. They don't even damages.
Yeah. Well, here's the beautiful thing about that concern, which I totally get. So number one is you wouldn't have to be dealing with the tenants. We would actually be the owners of the property. We make you the payments directly. We would rent that property out, and then we basically would deal with the taxes, the insurance, any tenant issues, any repairs. You would just be collecting every single month about $375 that's going to come into your mailbox every month, and you don't have to worry about anything besides collecting that check.
I see what you're saying, but when my parents were deceased, we have a real estate attorney, which is Sharon Lowe in Mount Airy.
Mm-hmm.
And I think she wants to get her money and everybody to get it sold.
Okay. How much do you think?
And we had to get her because we had some that lived in Winston and couldn't get them no sense out of them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. How much immediate cash? What's your immediate cash need if you were to total up those attorney fees and everything that you think that you would need? I mean, is it what do you think ballpark? Did you say, I'm sorry, you cut out. I think my phone and is coming in and out. What was the total immediate cash need that you said that you believe it is?
Well, I think all of them wanted about at least 8,000 for their part to like to go on their merry way.
Yeah.
I don't know how much the attorney. She just gets so much for being over the water.
So you guys owe the attorney $8,000? Is that what I heard you say?
Oh no, we probably wouldn't owe her that much. I wouldn't think.
I'm not understanding her.
I wouldn't think we owe her that much.
Terms isn't good for this. There's too many people involved.
Yeah, I mean, and I'm assuming everybody's got a sign as well, right? As far as like having it,
if somebody offers us, everybody agrees on the home report.
Yeah.
No, this is report plan.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm not going to be your buyer at 140 for the one lump sum. The only way that I would be able to do the 140 is like I said earlier, right? Is by being able to give you equal monthly payments. We can even do a term.
Talk about paying down.
How much money am I going to put down? You said I can probably do. Depends, right? So if you say, "Hey, Max, I can only give you 60 months, which is 5 years." I mean, I can probably do 5% down for you. I mean, $7,000.
I don't know. I could talk to them and see. And how much was you going to be able to pay a month?
So what I could do is a month. It's
so you're going to be able to rent it for like $700.
Yeah, but remember the payment that I'm making you, that doesn't include the interest, that doesn't include taxes and insurance, right? So I have to include that in there. So let's say I gave you $370 with taxes and insurance. It's probably just ballpark from my experience. It's going to put me up in the closer to 500 range. right? And that still doesn't include like repairs or anything. So
Well, the taxes are good right now. I think the
mhm.
taxes are about two some a month. I mean, a
Yeah.
year.
So, I know there's other parties involved here. When, if you were me setting up a call to potentially get everyone on a phone call and we can all talk about this, when would you be able to set that up so I can put it on the calendar? I would love to do that and maybe get their feedback.
Let me see today. Let me see what they did. Be good to do it on a Tuesday because one of my sisters is from Winston will be at home, I would imagine.
Okay. On a Tuesday. So I'm looking at the calendar right now. So today's Thursday the 4th, Tuesday the 9th. Would that be ideal?
Yeah, and see how much more money you could come up with. Yeah.
Well, I don't have a problem with the down payment, but the thing is that if I get a little bit more time, I'm able to come up with more money. That makes sense. The less time I get, the less money I'm going to be able to come up with, because let's say that I give you, a down payment and then you tell me, no, well, we want you to, we want our money in 24 months. Like I'm probably going to be like at 0% down. Right. So that's other things. That's why I want to have this group conference call and get everybody on the same page, because we can work it out and see, whether we can come up with more money down, or because it all depends on the time, right? That's really what it comes down to. So what time on Tuesday works for you?
And probably about 6:30.
Okay, 6:30. Perfect. We're gonna lock that in here. Let me look at my calendar. Tuesday at 6:30. You're on Eastern time, right? So you're in North Carolina Eastern time.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay. And then
where in the heck are you at?
What's that? I'm sorry.
I said, where are you at?
Yeah, it's a great question. We're centrally located in Phoenix, Arizona. Our company, we buy properties, in 4 different markets. North Carolina is one of them. Just like Open Doors, Zillow, and
we're in North Carolina.
Okay. Well, I got you down for next Tuesday. And are they coming to your house, or do you have their numbers that you'll provide for me on that day to call them on a conference call?
Their numbers, yeah.
Okay. So then when I call you Tuesday at 6, we'll call them. We'll get the numbers from you and we'll call them. And then we'll do a conference call. I put it on my calendar because I take these calls very serious. Is there anything that you think that would stop us from meeting that day on Tuesday at all on this?
No, I don't reckon.
Okay, perfect. And I do want to leave you some homework that you can start talking to them about. So the homework I want to leave you, and do you have a pen or paper to write down something?
No, I don't right now. I still don't have no pen or paper.
All right. Do you get text messages?
You just have to call me back or tell me.
Okay. That's all right. We'll talk about it more, but I want you to discuss with them before our call on Tuesday is the length of time that you guys would feel comfortable, giving us. So that way, if when we get on the call, we have that already established. Like, Max, we can only do this much, or, hey, this is all we can do. And so that way we have that established, and then we can start finding out how much I can give down based around that information. Okay.
Okay, then. Thank you.
Sure. Call you next week, Mary. Take care. Bye-bye.
Okay, you too.
Sheesh. All right.
A couple issues.
Mm-hmm.
We can't even find out what Renometer says rent will be.
Okay.
So
she said she was getting 700, right?
she says she could.
Yeah.
This is deceased family or parents have.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think she said it was rented before, but she's thinking about 700.
Mm-hmm.
So my question is, when you have a bunch of family members involved, I usually go away from doing a terms offer when we know that they're going to be wanting money. Like she was saying, they want $8,000 each of them are going to want to have $8,000.
Well, they can have 8,000 or they can get $120 every month for 5 years.
So you're going to separate that in half.
The monthly payment, yeah.
Uh-huh.
So at the end of the day, I mean, whether they get there, I mean, obviously she's not getting the offer that she got. I don't think that was, I mean, for 135, that's crazy for not going with that. Like, I don't understand that. that
I know.
Yeah, I don't understand that. But even though there's multiple siblings, like a creative deal could be done, right? It's all going to come down. I'm gonna tell you this. It's going to come down to how much down payment that they can split, right? And also,
Right.
Yeah, I think that's what's going to kill this deal overall. Just the down payment, and then the monthly payment. It's going to be what it's going to be. But there's no reason why you couldn't do a creative deal, even there's more siblings available.
Yeah, you could. I'm just saying most of the time it's, people are wanting their inheritance.
Well, you don't know if these people want their inheritance.
True. Just saying most.
We can't think for the sellers.
Okay. All right. But we're also not in a very great area.
I know, but if they're willing to let us go with 30 years, then it could fit anybody. You can sell it on a wrap, right? So that's the idea. I underwrote it for 30 years. Amortized for 30 years. Because it lowers the payment down. And if they give us if they want more down, then we're going to go back up to the 10 years again, to the 120 months, right? That's where I'm not going to move from. But I mean, it might not be a deal. Who knows, right? We're just here. We're trying to create a deal and we're trying to put something together. So yeah. So again, originally now we find out that it's listed. We find out that it's she got an offer supposedly for 135. Like, there's no way that you can tell me she, when I told her, like, doesn't sound like she knows really what she's doing, because when I said who's going to pay the realtor's fee, is going to pay the closing cost. And what did she say? She's like, well, I don't think I will. Yeah, I don't think I will. Yeah.
I think that's.
So I'm assuming that whoever has it listed is probably somebody that's related to her. Maybe.
Yeah,
potentially. I don't know.
Her,
they're not educating her. It was just to get the listing. Then it was like, let's go. Right. So, all right, cool. Let's go to the next one. Let's go to Emily.
Okay.
All right, let's see. What is I think she said 8,000. Yes, that's what she was saying. Deal or no deal. Sounds like a deal to me. I mean, we'll see. I mean, it's all going to come down to what time are they, how long are they willing to give us, right? How long are they willing to give us, on the equal monthly payments? Long one, but a good one. Yeah. Cool. Let's see. All right.
So this one has 10,000 people in the population. So let me find out how close
Sure.
we are to something.
Mount Airy, North Carolina. Let's see.
There's some activity there, that's for sure.
Is there? This is for Emily, right?
Yeah.
Okay, let's see.
So Winston-Salem, let's see how far this one is.
All right, let's call Emily, see what's going on with her.
So it's 40 minutes to Winston-Salem.
Okay. One thing real quick I want to say, because we talked a little bit about be careful with suspects and prospects. This one that we talked to right now, I feel like she's being misguided. So she's neither yet. So you also have to learn how to actually put a deal together too. That makes sense? Because there's some motivation there. There's a few things that we got to overcome. But the idea here is, how do we put a deal together with this person?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's another fine line that you have to learn how to walk.
She understands it.
Yeah. So not only does she understand it, but you as the person, as our viewers that are watching, understand how do I put a deal together with this person? Because obviously they're listed. Obviously she's already said she got, yeah.
Just
so
structuring it.
Yeah. Just the structuring, correct? Because she's not a suspect. I don't think she is.
Right.
But also she's not like a full blown, like, prospect that fits the model, right? She could be once we talk to the siblings and all that, but that's when your critical thinking skills and your negotiation skills and your structure skills have to be all working and functioning at the same time, and understand and learn how to put a deal together, right? It's not just about, oh, this is a motivated seller, fall on my lap and sign the contract either. So just like one side of the spectrum is if you're dealing with a what is it called? A suspect, you want to be careful. Same thing on this spectrum is you got to learn how to put a deal together, how to structure a deal, and how to actually help the seller in that situation. So yeah, just want to put that out there. Go ahead.
Good words.
Okay, cool. I like it. Oh, I was going to say something that we probably should start doing when you want to say something. I should tell me, and then I'll put her on mute. I'll put the phone on mute because they can hear your mic, by the way.
Okay.
Because we're going through this thing right here. So they're able to hear your mic.
She is?
Yeah, she is. Yeah. So when you speak, they're able to hear you because we're going through this thing right here.
Got it.
Yeah. So, but whenever you need to talk, just I'll put them on mute while they're talking, and then you give your points. Okay.
Okay.
Because that will help me. Like, hey, I'm seeing this or I'm seeing that, and then we can.
Okay.
Yeah. So cool.
Got it.
910. Let's go.
To an automatic voice message system. To an automatic voice message system. 9102643.
All right, no answer. Let's go to Roberto. What happened?
I thought I made a mistake.
Oh, okay. We are getting a lot of follow-ups, which is good. That's always going to help for us as well. So, yeah. Robert, you are my next deal. Let's see. Ron, great question, says, how long are you going for today? We're going to be going for about another hour. Yep. Another hour and we'll be wrapped up with this. All right, let's see.
An automatic voice message system. 7047.
All right, call him back. Double tap, double tap.
To an automatic voice message system.
Nada. Nada de nada. Come on. Is it lunchtime or what? Mm-hmm. All right. Who's next? Danny?
Yep.
Danny boy.
31,000 in this area. Population.
Population 0. We're gonna let Brooke. Who wants put in the chat? I want to put in the chat a 1 if you want to hear Brooke make calls. Put in the chat a 1 if you guys want to hear Brooke make calls, either tomorrow or Monday.
Ooh, this is one.
Brooke is a closer, by the way. There we go. Let's go. Melt that chat. Melt that chat. Let's go.
So this is near the coast, but I can't see like a really. Oh, okay, Raleigh, Wilmington. This is Wilmington.
Look at that chat. All those ones. Mhm.
And 2 hours away from Wilmington, the next like largest city.
Okay.
Still going for it. Right?
No lead left behind, Brooke. Come on.
No. This is more exhausting than
Hello,
actually making the
Laura.
calls myself.
Just a little bit.
Laura.
That ain't Danny. All right. Let's go to Raymond. Lincolnton, North Carolina. Where's that at? Richard said, go, Brooke, go.
Okay, so no answer. I'm doing a better job of keeping notes here today.
Yeah. Brooke is the real deal. Holyfield. All right. So we're going with Raymond.
Oh, okay. So is that the
Lincolnton.
is it Drive? Sorry.
Sorry, no, it's no 40. It's 405 Green Street.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
All right, cool. You like what you see? What's the activity there?
New construction for sale. Okay.
Boom, boom, boom. Let's call him.
Okay.
Come on, Raymond. Come on, let's go. Deal or no deal with Raymond?
You are not allowed to dial this number country. Please.
You are not allowed.
This guy. Holy smokes. Gives us a fake number. Let's see. You are not allowed to call Raymond.
Or the voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not available. At the tone, please.
Oh, maybe I dialed it wrong. Just call him back. That can't happen. Put wrong digit in there.
Voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is
Hung up. All right, let's go to James.
Yeah, not a good area anyway.
Oh, it's not? Okay. Precious says, so why do you cliff hang some calls but not others? Well, like that one, they didn't let me. It just hung up. Like there's some where it just hangs up. I'm not. I'm trying to leave a voicemail or a cliffhanger voicemail on all of them, but there's some where like the voicemail picks up and then it hangs up. I don't know why it does that. I can't. I don't know. So, what do you do with the DNC numbers? Is there a way to call them without? I'm assuming without you getting sued. All these leads are PPC, so they filled out a form. They gave us their number to call them. So there's no we don't worry about the DNC in these situations, right?
Nope.
Because they gave us the phone number to call.
Yep.
Yeah. And so when you're cold calling though, you want to clean your data and you want to make sure you're working with a good skip tracing company that basically is going to tell you which numbers on DNC. I know Batch is good. Is good. Deal Automator also skip traces, and they basically also they remove the. So I think they're attached with Batch. I'm not sure, but they also remove the DNC as well too. So, but us, we ain't worried about it. We're calling everyone. All right, Brookie, who are we going with? Roger or James? I'm
James.
Okay. Thank you for that. No, you're good. All right, let's see. 252.
It's a manufacturing home.
Okay.
No, it's not. But it's a 2021 build. Looks like right on the water as well.
Yeah.
It's like a narrow.
It's not listed though, right?
No.
Okay.
Oh yeah, it does. It backs right up to the water.
Oh, nice.
Water being the Neuse River. We can hear your calls.
Yeah, see, no voicemail there, but I'm going to redial. Hello? Nothing. That is weird. Smartphone is smartphone is frozen.
Yeah, that does this. So sometimes you'll hear a voicemail, and then the second call you make, you won't hear a voicemail or something of the sort.
It like hangs up before it picks
Yeah.
up. Okay, let's see.
It's not cool.
I'm calling James back, by the way.
So look, it was a bunch of rocks. And now it's not.
Oh, I see. A bunch of rocas. Yep, see, it hung up on me.
Right.
All right, no answer. Let's keep moving. Mr. Rogers neighborhood. Mr. Rogers neighborhood.
Lenore, North Carolina.
Hung up. Double tap Roger. Roger. You all right, bro?
Yeah.
Brooke's like, what did I get myself into?
It's all good. As long as you make some deals, man.
We're shooting our shot with these.
Yeah.
We're working every lead, again, what I said earlier, right? We can't control people not picking up. We can't control people hanging up on us. I think we're doing a good job at controlling what happens in between that so far. So
Keep on keeping on.
let's go with Lena Gray. Oops. All right, let's see. Very grateful for 50 plus people that have been staying with us for this long. That is awesome. I appreciate the support. What's that?
That is cool.
Yeah, I appreciate the support, the love. To me, that sounds like you are totally getting value out of this. So really appreciate every single one of you that have stayed with us for this long. So shows me you want to get better. Mike said working and listening in. Let's go.
I think this is pretty rural.
Yep, no voicemail again.
Not a good spot.
No. All right, let's go with Tanya then. Hickory is actually a good town. Lola said, "Yeah, Brooke, pick up the phone, Brooke." Or Lalo, sorry.
No problem.
Lalo, mama guy, Lalo said, "Yeah." All right, let's see. Nancy said, "Y'all doing amazing. Thank you, Nancy." Nancy's been with us all day yesterday and then today. Let's go.
And sent us a lead.
Guys, don't forget, you want to work with us? You want me to call your leads live? Go to send us the deals, or Brooke, exactly. We're going to have Brooke call those leads. Send us the deals.com. Send us the deals.com. You can go there. You see the ticker there on the bottom. That is going to be where you can go and submit your leads for us to call live here on the show. Tell your mama, tell your daddy, tell your grandpa, tell your friends to submit their leads that we can call and live on the show, please. So let's go. I think I need to put a sign here inside too, not just outside.
We're like in a fishbowl here. You can't see it so much, but open space. Sorry for the background.
I do like the view that we have here.
Yes.
Hello, Tanya. Hello. Hello. Bueno. I heard someone pick up. Or maybe it was.
Please leave your message.
Hello, Tanya. It's Max. I was calling about 23rd Street Court because here we go.
Yes, we're live.
Who said what?
Are you live?
We're always live, man. That's how we do it. Live calls, live negotiations. Everything is live. Okay, we're gonna call Haley. Haley. All right, let's see. 828.
Cochise. Yes, somebody has a property.
Yeah, put it in sendusthedeals.com. Sendusthedeals.com. Put it in there, and I'll definitely call it. Call it on the spot. All right, let's see. Let's call Haley. Man, what is going on? Part of the process. Don't give up.
That's right.
Hello?
Hello, Haley. Hello?
It's gone.
Yeah, I'm going to call her back. She got scared. How does this guy know my name?
To an automated voice messaging system. 8284443.
All right, let's skip her. Let's go to where are we going next? Where are you taking us to next? That's it, huh?
Let's go back to, because now we're into Nebraska. Do you want to do Nebraska?
Was that one of the markets?
No.
Oh, okay. Yeah, let's do Nebraska.
This is Omaha.
Omaha. Oh, that's Paint Manny, right? The one that goes Omaha.
Yeah, I don't know this.
She's like, I don't know this.
I called him Aaron Rodriguez. So
Yeah, by the way, she called Aaron Rodgers. Did you see what Aaron Rodriguez did? Like, what quarterback is that? Aaron Rodriguez. Let me see.
the whole office went record stop.
She said Aaron Rodriguez. Wow. But that's not him either who said that.
I know. Sorry. I'm just saying.
That was Peyton Manning.
Correlation. I don't know.
That was Peyton Manning that used to go
Okay.
Omaha, and that was his call, his sign. So, all right, here we go. We're gonna call Kenneth right first.
Yeah.
Luis says, I'm a buyer for creative deals in Salt Lake City, Utah. Please let me know. Max, I have creative deals under contract. Are you guys buying creative? Yeah, send it in. Send it into sendusthedeals.com, sendusthedeals.com. And if it's under contract, make sure you put under contract. And yeah, we'll definitely, if we don't buy it, we have a lot of buyers that will, that can buy it as well. So if you want to work with us, JV with us, go to sendusthedeals.com and we can look at it and give you some feedback and also potentially have a buyer for it. That's the exciting thing about it, Luis. All right, let's call Kenneth.
Okay. It's on a business street, right next to a parking lot.
Okay.
Double yellow line street, like a main street.
Oh, is it? Does it back up to it or is it on the side? It's on the side?
Faces it.
Oh,
Driveway
got it.
goes right
Okay. Call him back. All right. So no voicemail, no answer. Let's keep going. Dennis or Denise? How do you pronounce that? Dennis.
Denise.
It's Dennis. Dennis the Menace. Oops. How do I make calls with you guys? Just pick up the phone and start dialing, man. Right alongside of us, right? Most people do. I've actually got DM'd yesterday. People were making calls with us.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so they were making calls with us, and there were some good responses, and like it actually helped them to be able to listen and make the calls with us.
Nice.
Because it was helping them to have those conversations. So, all right, let's call Denise.
And that's really like doubling up on your time.
Exactly.
Obviously, we're not going to get a hold of everybody and have conversations constantly.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's good to do that, and I know many people that do that, right? do or da. I might have to call you to see if my number is not spam broke.
Oh, these should not be.
No, I know. But it's strange that we are not getting pickups anymore. I'll call you right now. Let's call Shanna. Shanna. All right, let's see.
Two.
Oh boy, this one is a problem.
Ooh, that's a nice property. I like it. I'm gonna have to show that picture. We could show that. Can you put nobody's hello, Shanna? Dude, seriously? I don't know what happened here.
Two 75950 is not available.
Hello, Shanna. It's Max. I was calling about West River Street because dang. What is up with that? She answered, but then she hung up.
Okay, now we're to New Jersey.
Woo, Jersey, your favorite. Jersey people are really nice. I love Jersey people. Straight to the point, bud.
Yeah, that was one time when I actually, it worked. I yelled at a seller. I'm like, look, Nancy, this is how it goes. This is the way it is. This is what we've done for you. And it totally worked. Only time I've ever had to yell. So.
Right. That is awesome.
She was like, cool.
Yep. I like it. She's from Jersey, so Jersey people are aggressive. All right, let's call Lori. Lori.
This is Gloria Levine with the Venture team. Please leave me a detailed message. get back to you as soon as I.
What's going on?
So they're calling. 288 phone number.
Yeah, that's me.
So are they calling you back?
You should.
Maybe these people are calling you back.
Well, it's not
This
coming
is Gloria
through.
Levine with the Bentley team. Please.
How many calls have you gotten?
A few.
That's interesting.
Well, actually, only 3 today.
3.
One person twice.
Oh, okay, got it. We'll look it up.
He's in our system. You know what I mean? Like, why is his name there?
That's interesting. Unless that's not one of the ones we called earlier, right? From Send Us the Deals. No, right?
No.
No, that's not a name that looks familiar. Okay. Who do we call? Who do we got next? David. David. All right, here we go. Hear a lot of background noise.
They don't get it.
Huh?
They don't get it.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So this should be a condo
Okay.
in a cool building.
Where in Jersey is it? Is it South Jersey or North Jersey? Because I think we had an issue with North Jersey. Remember we talked about that?
I did hear something. I remember there was something. Yes.
Okay. Let's
Who
call.
was talking about that?
I don't remember.
I
Somebody
don't even
was.
know.
All right. Let's see.
Consider yourself north. What? Southwest of what?
Hello?
Hello. May I speak with David?
Who is this?
Oh, my name is Max. I was calling because it looks like David had filled out a form on our website about selling the property over at Hobart Avenue. Are you his wife?
You're talking about property, right?
Yeah. The property. Are you related to him or his wife at all?
No, I live on 123. You're gay, and I'm gonna fuck your mom tonight, Street bitch. Don't ever call me again. Fuck you.
Is that how you kiss your mom with those lips? Oh my God.
She had to struggle through that too. She couldn't come up with it quick. Oh gosh, I love these moments.
That's a hot lead, right?
It's about the property, right? My goodness gracious. Oh, fun times. I had someone tell me the other day they're going to put my phone number on every porn site they could find if I called them back.
I love it. I was like, you kiss your mama with those lips? And then she hung up.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Oh man, the life. When's the last time? Hey guys, all 56 viewers that are here. When's the last time a guru showed you that type of call? Never, right?
So what did we tag that one? A-hole?
Hot lead. Jeez,
Oh gosh, that
Like-
makes me laugh.
that was funny.
That's New Jersey.
She said 1, 2, 3, none of your effing business.
Oh, she couldn't even get it out.
No, she couldn't. I'm like,
Oh boy.
you kiss your mama with those lips, girl.
Okay, another-
Really, life is going to happen. All right, who's next? Emil? Emil, we got goals to hit. We got Mike said, gotta love Jersey. Yeah, exactly. You really want to cut your teeth dialing, you call it Jersey in New York. Yeah, exactly. You want to build thick skin on the phone.
It's really true.
Yeah, Jersey and New York. Jersey's probably worse than New York, but it'll keep you on your toes.
Then it's New York after this. We got
Yeah. New York City, boy. You from Arizona.
So we need to know unit number.
Okay. Can't see the address. Get out of the square.
Oh. Why? Oh, I see.
Yeah, when you click on the square, that your name actually populates it. Yeah. This salsa is from New York City. Nancy's comment. I love that. She said the gurus never show those calls. They hide them. All right, no answer.
Funny, it should be like on the blooper reel or something.
It should actually, yeah. I'm actually gonna make a blooper out of that. Yeah, we are. All right, no answer, no voicemail. Let's call Tyler.
Listed.
Oh, is it?
Yep.
Let's go to the next one. We're almost our times. We're at coming up. I want to talk to. I need to talk to someone. All right, Virginia. Jersey.
Hello?
Hello, Virginia.
Yes?
Hey, Virginia, this is Max. I was calling because you had filled out, a form on our website about selling your property over at Old Eagle Rock Avenue.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Yeah. I'm sorry?
Yes, I did fill it out.
Oh, you did? Okay. I appreciate you for confirming that. Well, we did receive the information, but obviously, the information doesn't typically tell us the whole story. What I want to do is ask you a few follow-through questions to see if we can qualify the property for an offer. Is that okay?
Okay.
I appreciate that. Now, the one thing I want to confirm right away is this, what's the bedroom and bathroom count to the property? Can you confirm that for me?
3 bedroom. 3 bedrooms, 3 baths.
3 bedrooms and 3 bathrooms?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. And sorry if there's a pause. I'm just trying. I want to write down all the information. Okay, appreciate that. The other thing too is that I'm not really clear on this because it wasn't in the submission form. Is this a rental property or is this your primary residence?
Private residence.
Primary residence. Okay, so you're currently staying there right now.
No.
Oh, you're not. It's your primary, but you don't live there.
Yes, it's ready. It's empty. Everything.
Oh, it's already vacant. Okay, got it. So you moved out already completely.
Yes.
Okay, I appreciate that. Thank you for giving me that information. That'll help. Now, one thing I do like to ask is when you do decide to sell this property, not necessarily to us, is there anyone else that's going to be part of the, that's going to have an input on the sale of the property when you go sell it?
Sorry, say it again.
When you sell the property, is there anyone else that's going to have an input on the sale?
Yeah.
There is?
Yeah, the property is under contract. I'm a wholesaler. So
Oh, you're a wholesaler. Oh, got it. Okay.
Yeah,
Well, I appreciate you for being transparent. Got it. Okay. And have you gotten any offers yet, or what's going on with it?
Yes, I did have like 3 offers already.
Mm-hmm.
So,
and what's stopping you from going with one of those 3 offers?
The price they sent was a little lower than what the owner wanted.
Mm-hmm. What are you wholesaling it for? I mean, what's the price that you're wholesaling it for?
It's 660.
660?
Yeah.
Okay. What do you think the ARV is on it?
Say it again?
What do you think the ARV is on this property?
The houses around there is going for 690, 700.
Okay.
710.
Okay.
Yeah, because the other people, the reason why they wasn't able to get, because they wanted the house to be vacant before they can able to proceed.
Yeah. Oh, got it.
So when I spoke to him, by that time he wasn't ready to leave the property.
Okay. All right.
Now the property is available.
Oh, got it. Okay. Now, if it sounds like someone came in and you've had offers already, I'm assuming they came in lower than the 660 offer that you're selling it for. Hung up.
Yeah, I'm seeing mostly 500s. I see one for 700.
And it disconnected me.
Another for 700. Yeah, that happens. It's not uncommon.
Give me 1 second, Virginia. I don't know. I think I lost you. I apologize about that. Bear with me, okay? Can you hear me?
Yes. Oh.
Virginia, you there? Hello?
I'm here.
Oh, there we go. Can you hear me okay? All right. So sorry about that. I think my phone ended up hanging up here. So what I was saying is that you got offers, the offers you're getting, they're lower than the 660.
Not much. It's like maybe 5,000, just 555. Wasn't that much. But the only thing is that they wanted the search to reach out to them once the house is vacant, so they can able to proceed. They don't want to be the property that is still available. We can move on.
Yeah.
So it was during the holiday period. So I think after the holiday, then we can proceed.
Oh, got it. When is the close of escrow on this property?
Sorry, what did you say?
When is the close of escrow?
So what is the closing cost?
No. When is the close of escrow? When does the deal need to be closed? What day?
As soon as possible.
You have it under contract. You do have it under contract, right?
Yes, I do.
You do. Okay, got it. And when you say as soon as possible, I mean, you don't have a date, like when it needs to be done?
I have till end of this month.
Oh, got it. Okay. Yeah. Well, why don't you do this? If you don't mind, because I don't know if it'll be a deal for us. I love to see, because we have some good buyers in New Jersey, and we have a large investment network that we work with. So I would love to see if one of our buyers would buy the property. From what we're looking at right now, I'm here with my team, where it looks like you might be a little high on the purchase price. From what I'm seeing, that's why if you have an offer at that price, I think that's a really good offer. But if you want to send me over the details, you can text it to me with the link to the pictures. And then once we look at it, I can tell you if our buyers would want this property. And then what we do is we'll send you over, you know, a JV agreement, and we can sell it off for you.
Okay, that would be great. Can you text me? Is this your phone number?
Yeah. Text me here. This is my direct line.
Can I text you with you?
Yep. Text me the address and your price, and then your close of escrow. And then also send me a link to the pictures, and then we'll do another second look.
Okay.
And like I said, if it fits what our buyers are looking for, then I'll tell you, and then I'll send you a JV agreement so we can move this for you. Okay.
Okay. At the same time, I think the last time I checked, he was on Zillow. The agent that I was trying to sell it put on Zillow, but it's no longer under contract. So I'm going to see if it's still available. A lot of pictures.
But
through that,
my team member here, my partner, looked it up. It's not listed on Zillow. Are the pictures? Are you saying the pictures are the same ones?
The property. Is that the one on Roseland?
Yes.
Yeah. No.
An Eagle Rock.
Eagle Rock.
Which property are you talking about?
Eagle Rock.
Eagle Rock on Roseland, New Jersey.
Yes.
Yeah, correct. In Jersey, yes.
Roseland.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Oh, okay. So it's not okay. It's no longer on Zillow. Is that what you're saying?
No, it's not.
Oh. Okay.
Do you have pictures that you took yourself? Yeah. Forward me the pictures. Forward me your asking price, and then are you flexible on that price? If I come back and say like, hey, this guy is ready to go, he's got to put EMD, but he wants to be at this price. Are you flexible, or what's going on? Are you firm, or what's the deal?
No. At this point, I'm only putting like $5,000 on top of it.
Oh wow!
I'm making on top of that.
So it's
most like a family friend.
Oh, I see. So you have it under contract for how much? 660?
Yes.
Okay.
So I have it under contract for 655.
655. Okay, got it.
655.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, send me the info. Send me the pictures. I think
I'll send you everything, and just in that way, let me know what you think.
Yeah. All right. And then if you have any other deals, my name is Max.
Yeah, I do Max.
Yeah, Max. Mm-hmm. Now, if you have other deals, I love to check them out as well. Cool. As long as you're direct to seller.
That one I'm working on too.
Yeah, as long as you're direct to seller, or if you just have like one other JV partner, we're willing to work with you. But you know what I mean? We'll be open to working with you. Okay.
Okay, no problem. I have another deal. That one is mine. It's not under contract. I bought that one. So
okay, send me that. Send me that too.
When it's ready, I'll let you know.
Okay, perfect. Send it, and then.
It's not ready. I'm working on you.
Yeah. All right. Perfect.
Okay, let me send you this one first.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Thank you.
Right. What's the ARV you think on that?
I mean, 625, 626, 627. I literally have two properties that are in 726. I have two properties that sold. 707, 726. People don't
No, they don't. I think is locked up too high, so it's not a good deal for her. That's why she hasn't been able to sell it. The fact that she said that she had an offer, for that amount, I think that's not true, right? Like they're just fishing. But Precious has a good question here. Do we typically work deals from other wholesalers? You can JV with them if you're pretty, if you have buyers list, right? I think that's really important to understand that. Like, if us, like you guys bring us deals because that we have buyers, we have a huge buyers list, we have a huge investment network that we work with that can buy properties. But in this case with her, maybe this one doesn't work out, but we can always see what she gets. But that one's locked up way too high. Yeah, way too high. So all right, I think we have a little bit of time for a few more calls, and then we'll wrap it up here in about 10 minutes. So let's see. Let's call. And I don't know what happened. This got disconnected. I couldn't hear myself in there anymore. So, what was the price? $660, right? She said.
That's what she said.
Yeah. The price 660, but she has it at 655. Yeah, she has it locked up at 655. But the ARV is only 720.
26.
Yeah, 720, 730. So it's not a good deal. So
This house is cool. The one that did close.
the one that closed for 730.
Yeah.
Yeah. So ARV was 730 on that, Mike. So yeah, it's definitely a tight deal for everyone involved. So I don't know what's going on here. Why? What the heck happened? I mean, it's there. Let's see. Let's try it again. Let's see what happens. All right, who are we calling? Guy? Guy's in Las Vegas. Interesting. Yeah. Okay, cool. This might be your final call. All right, here we go. See?
I've gotten hold of 10 people.
It's not picking up. Not connecting to this. Hello, Guy?
No, this is not Guy. Can I help you?
Oh, I'm sorry. Do you have any relationship to the property on Rutledge Drive?
Oh, it is not for sale. I do have a relationship. It's not for sale.
All right, Guy. Well, I appreciate it. Thank you. What's that? Yeah. Let's see where we're gonna be here. Let's go to James Pernick. Buffalo Soldier.
You're like my grandma who would have a song for every
For
phrase. Anything you said, she had a song.
Good. That's what makes it interesting. Let me see if I can reconnect back to Bluetooth with this, because there we go. Looks like we're connected again. We will see. We will see. All right, we're gonna call James.
Oh, so technically this is Cheektowaga. Cheektowaga, New York.
It's not Buffalo?
I think it's basically the same.
Oh, got it. Okay. Yeah, we're back.
Voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not available.
A lot of no answers, huh? Today.
Did you answer that?
The voicemail. The person you're
So Precious question. Go ahead.
Yeah. So if the ARV is 730 and the price that she's trying to tell it was 660, there's not enough room, right? So really where we would need to be. So if we have 730 as our ARV, take off realtor fees. Let's just say it's 35K in repairs. We don't know for sure. The investors want to make money. We generally want to make about 10% on the deal.
Yeah.
So let's
Typically
cut them short a little bit. Let's say they're going to make 40K. And then we want to make some money on it. I'm only put 15K for us to make money on it. And then we need to be at 588.
Yep. About $100,000 off. All right, let's call Judy. Judy.
Okay, so Bill has a question.
Yeah, I'll get to that right now. I want to make this phone call before we.
If it's Craig Johnson, I am not able to get to the phone at the moment.
That might be a wrong number.
Mm-hmm.
Say Craig Johnson.
Yeah.
All right, let's go to.
It's kind of suspicious in the last 4 digits are all the same.
Yeah, that is. I know. That's weird, huh?
Possible. But
Yeah, maybe. Shaheen. All right, let's see here.
Now, the person you're trying.
Quiet afternoon. Let's go. Let's finish strong. Come on. One more push.
To voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up.
Hello, Shaheen. This is Max. I was calling about Crandon Boulevard because. All right, let's go to Naomi.
it's funny you say not Naomi.
Naomi.
Naomi. That's Buffalo, right?
Mm-hmm. Orchard Park, actually.
Oh,
Yeah, Orchard Park. Mm-hmm.
So this is a. What do we call that? Wall Street.
Townhome.
Townhome.
Yeah, something like that.
But when they're 2 houses, what do they call a condo?
Mm-hmm.
It's a voicemail. The person you're trying to reach.
Jeez. These New York people aren't picking up. Call her back.
It's a voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up.
Hello, Naomi. This is Max. I was calling about Sheldon Road because. All right, let's call Carlotas. Five, 8, 5. All right, this might be our last call. I'm not picking up. Hello, Carlos.
Yep.
Hey, Carlos, this is Max. I was calling you because you had filled out your information on our website about selling that property over at Clay Avenue.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, perfect. Well, I appreciate you for confirming that. I did get the info. Obviously, you know, that doesn't always tell the whole story. Is it all right if I follow through with some questions and we qualify the property for an offer for you?
Yeah, if you want.
If I want.
Yeah.
Are you not interested in selling that property anymore?
Well, my tenant was talking about buying it, but
Oh,
that was
okay.
supposed to be last month.
Right.
So she's waiting for something to go through with the financial aid.
Oh, got
That
it.
was stuck on a credit report.
She's trying to get approved through like a conventional means.
Yeah, she through Rocket Mortgage.
Oh, got it. Got it. Okay.
And what happened was when she was in college 15 years ago, the college stopped teaching class, so she still had 2 years of financial aid that she didn't use, and they charged her for it.
Wow. That's crazy.
Yeah, she's going through some hiccup, yeah.
Right. Okay. How far is she in the process to get qualified when she'll find out? Carlos, you still there? Did I catch you at a bad time? You want me to call you back?
Yeah. Could you call me back in about 20 minutes?
Yeah, that works. I can do that. Sounds good.
Sure.
Mike.
Right.
Yeah. So a few cues there, right? Like one, he's like, yeah, if you want to, right? Wishy-washy. That's what we call it, right?
Yeah.
Wishy-washy. The other thing too is you heard all that noise in the background. So yeah, he's not focused, right? Like I asked him a question and all I heard was, you know, whoever he's talking to. So yeah, so those are just cues that you want to listen for. I mean, we always talk about that, right? The wishy-washiness and stuff. And so, yeah, that was our last call for the day. I want to wrap this up and basically just kind of end it on, you know, what we're doing for tomorrow and just a few things. Brooke, I'll start with you. Give us a few takeaways for today and we'll take some questions and then we'll sign off.
So takeaways. It's just a grind, just doing the process. So I'm trying to figure out. I think I know obviously in this situation we're trying to be able to give folks who really have less experience in doing phone calls a great opportunity to know what how to handle this and how to go from here to there. And
correct.
The process through it when we're talking to somebody who definitely wanted retail.
Yep. So
I think we spent more time with her than we needed to.
Yeah, we did.
At the same time, we're doing it for this purpose. So that's always valuable.
Correct.
We got somebody who is possibly open to terms. It's not a very awesome area. There's not a lot of cash flow with it, but could it be an opportunity potentially? So there's something maybe there.
Yep.
I'm not too super excited about it, but could be. And
then we identified a suspect with that lady that wanted 350, right?
Yeah, that's the one to retail.
Yeah,
right,
yeah,
exactly.
the one to retail. So good. Those are great takeaways. Mine too, as well. Similar. I think that for those of you that are watching, understand that this is true. This is actually what happens, right? This is, you got to go through, you know, phone call after phone call after phone call after phone call after phone call, because not everyone is going to sell, you know, not everyone that's wanting to sell fits your solution. You're looking for those people that need to sell and, you know, need your solution. So it's something to understand. The biggest takeaway is that, right? It's sifting, not convincing. Yes, you can structure a deal. Yes, you can, you know, figure out a way how to solve the seller's problem, but there's got to be a problem there. You know, and it's a grind, like, you know, but this is the real deal. This is how it is, right? It's not the highlight reels that you see out there. So, but overall we booked some appointments, which is great. The idea too, as well, the second takeaway is we're building our pipeline. This is the biggest thing.
Right. 100%.
I always say this. So the fortune is in the follow-up. The fortune is in your pipeline. If you don't have a pipeline that you build, this is what you should focus on, is building your pipeline, build it to where it throws up on you, right? Do we try to get the deal on every call? Yeah. So when I get on the phones, there's two outcomes that be the contract, right? Like, yes, of course, But number two, I'm prepared to default to, well, there's three outcomes, I guess. But number two is I'm always prepared to make a clear future outcome when it comes to booking an appointment. The next thing, right? And then number three is I'm always ready to end the sale at any point in the conversation, right? You have to be mentally prepared for that. So there's three things that can happen on a call is, yes, I'm going to work that lead to its maximum potential. But a lot of time that means setting up a follow-up.
Yes.
Right. Just because you didn't get the contract doesn't mean it's not a win. The fact that you were able to conversate, the fact that you had a conversation, the fact that you were able to, create a follow-up, that's a win, right? You didn't get hung up on, you didn't get yelled at, you didn't get cussed out like that lady, or you didn't get cussed out like that lady did with me. But yeah, those are my takeaways. We're building this pipeline. So this show is only going to get better as we book appointments, right? Think about it. So we're starting from scratch. Like, this is the great thing about that. You're seeing us start from like where you guys are at almost, right? Because this list that we had just came into us, right? None of these were appointments. We're just straight. They're not cold call lists. They're not cold, but we're calling them cold, right? We're starting from zero. So we're building the pipeline. You're seeing it with us, which is great. It's going to give you the experience of, and the encouragement, like you can do this too if you put in the effort. We've been sitting here for 4 hours. So I would, again, take note of that. I think that's huge. I think that's the game changer is build your pipeline. Fortune is in the follow-up. The fortune is building your pipeline. So every day you're going to get on those phones is you have prospects that you want to work with, right? That's the idea. So we're going to take a few questions here, but then we're going to sign off. And it's been a great day, actually. So let's take a look here. All right, let's start with Mr. How do you pronounce that? Mr. Bill Rock. Yes. I have a question. So the properties you're buying, are they fully paid for by sellers, or are you also buying properties with mortgages? Both. Yeah. So we're looking at both properties. Let's see here. Nancy says, I have a question. If the lead I sent in goes to contract and I have cash buyers might be interested in it, am I allowed to tell them about it and let them see the property? Do you kind of understand the question?
I have lead I sent in. So basically she's saying she has potential buyers for these sellers, that leads that we're talking to.
Oh, got it. Yeah. I mean, yeah, absolutely. The faster we can move it, the better. Absolutely. Also about the lead I sent in, if one of my cash buyers buys it, can my 50% go to 50, or does it say the same? So we've had this question asked before for the fairness of everyone else, like, because we did put in the work, we did get under contract, and everybody else that's submitted it. But we're flexible. I mean, I don't want to say that we can't change the rules of the game right every single time, but that's why they're made. But definitely, the more deals you bring, the more that 15% goes up for sure. Abraham, much respect. Appreciate you. Thank you for joining us, Derek. I really appreciate you. So what does that say? So would we change wording for cold calling? Yes, this script is not for cold calling. What you're hearing today is not for cold calling. It's for it's for warm calls. Yeah. So the wording does have to be the same, right? Like, you're not going to tell somebody that they fill out the form if it's a cold call, right? When it's a cold call, I like to say, hey, I'm calling you. Hey, Brooke, I'm trying to reach the owner of 123 Main Street. You probably don't own that property. Brooke says, yeah, what's this about? Well, I was calling because we're looking to buy a couple more properties in the area. Want to see if you would consider selling that one, right? So really simple, simplified.
And then the rest is the same.
Yeah, the rest is pretty much the same. Yeah, for sure. Are the approach the same for lists versus cold calling? I think I kind of answered that already. So cool. Great questions. We do appreciate every single one of you for being on with us. I mean, there was over 50 plus, which is really good. Like I said, this is just going to get better. We are building a pipeline here where this is going to get crazy. It's going to be great. And then Brooke or make calls either tomorrow or Monday. So that way she's just not sitting here comping all day and looking at deals. So we really appreciate everyone. Again, the replay will be available as soon as we're done. And we will be here tomorrow, same time, same day. Let's see. Philip has one more question. Says, back when y'all first started, Which did you find better success, driving for dollars or pulling different lists and calling down the list? I would say this. I like driving for dollars list because it's not on anyone's list. And here's what I mean by that. No list that you can buy is going to tell you, hey, property at 123 Main Street has, 3 feet of grass. The windows are boarded up. The roof is damaged. There's a fence around there's no list provider that's going to give you that. The driving for dollar list is, but you got to skip trace it. Yeah, split test it, right? If you want to move faster and you just want to buy a motivated list, then you can do that. That's good for that. You want to move faster. You got a cold caller that can call, 500, 300 to 400 dials a day. Like then you may want to buy list because you're not going to do that with drive for dollars. Yeah, unfortunately. So cool. You're welcome, sweetie. You, Michael. Appreciate it. Nancy, thank you for joining us. All right, everyone. We'll see you guys tomorrow, same time, and we're checking out later.